Welcome, everybody. We are doing it live. We are doing it live. The GRG podcast is back and it's in full effect. And you know what? K Mega woke up this morning feeling dangerous. So it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, big shout out to my boy Showstopper, man. I woke up, got me a cup of coffee, you know what I'm saying, enjoying my little vacation. And I sat back and seen that he was doing something live. And he had me crack it up. So you know what? One of our Patreon members, man, I got a big shout out, Dakota Vodka. I always get his name mixed up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Vodka.
Yeah, Dr. Vodka. Yes. Yeah, man. I said Dakota. What I said, Dakota Vodka. I don't know. Whatever, bro. You know. Anyway, you say your kid always make fun of me because I say your name wrong. But anyway, he said something today, and it stuck with me all day long, and I cannot wait to start GRG with this. Now, I don't know if how many people's watched the 5 Heartbeats, right? But we're gonna get into this whole Sony thing here a little bit later. But
I seen it, K Mega. Yeah,
I have to do it. I have to do it because Sony right now, after something that I just seen that I posted on Twitter about Sony stocks right now after the E3 conference. So we got Nintendo, we got Xbox walking around with E3, and they the new 5 Heartbeats. And then here comes Eddie Kane, and he's sitting here. He said, y'all ain't nothing without me. Nights like this, I wish raindrops will fall. No, Sony, you done fucked up. We're gonna talk about that later on, bro. We are here, man. And so anyway, so we got a good panel here. Before I get started, though, I do want to say this. Big shout out to the ladies, the matriarchs of GRG. Much love to them always. They are always a part of this family. And, you know, from here on out, doesn't matter the situation, go check out them ladies at GWG. They work hard. They bust their ass to do what they're supposed to do. Big shout out to my boy 100 and to his crew out there, IMG. You know what I'm saying? Much love to them as well. You know what I'm saying? Everything is it's still copacetic. But you know what I'm saying? The thing of it is with me, I have to pull away from the garbage. And no one is upset about anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm upset about the whole outcome about everything. But the situation about everything about, like, you know, that we don't talk to each other, we hate each other. That K Mega's not doing YouTube, he's left. I'm far from that. I just walked away from the bullshit, and I'm always going to be about my team, and I'm always going to be about respecting other gamers. We can have a conflict about talking about Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, all we want. But we still, at the end of the day, we're all gamers, and we all should benefit. We all benefit from this. We big kids, all of us, all us grown men and women, to even the little kids themselves. So why is it that we got to be divisive and always have to go after and attack people personally? That type of shit is not going to be tolerated here at GRG, and it will not be tolerated with anything that I'm associated with. So big shout out to my people out there at BGST, to Intro Media Gaming, to 100, and to the ladies out there. You know what I'm saying? And go check everybody out, man. I got much love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I keep it strong. But anyway, we got a full panel, and we got a couple of guests came up on here, man. And I'm happy we had a guy that's returned. I know his name is a little bit different. He must have signed up to the PlayStation beta and changed his name. He first was known as Operations, but now he's Virgil, Simpleton. I don't know what the hell your name is. Welcome back to the show, bro. What's happening, bro?
You're right. It's Virgil is the Simpleton.
Okay, all right.
You're not hailing
as the Simpleton. Hey, either way, you're not the smartest.
No, you motherfuckers playing holy. What's up, everybody? I'm glad to be back. It's been too long, man. I'm back, rejuvenated after that LA talk, but it's all good, man. We'll make it up tonight. Also, K-Mega, before you forget, make Delilah a mod. She mentioned it in the chat below.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have the chat up, so I'm trying to get the chat up.
I thought we just said have the chat up.
Already. Oh man, look, that's already without the ladies, I'm already messing up, man. But
man, you just said that you got it, you all prepped, and not even 2 minutes into the show.
I'm over here doing and everything, looking at the you know what I'm saying, our topics and all of that, man, just making sure everything is copacetic. Anyway, let me introduce these people. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Let's not get wild. Anyway, Lawrence G, you know what I'm saying, my brother, man, what's happening? You know what I'm saying, I got to beat your head to some tech, and I know you've been running from me, man. I know you jumped on that PC.
You want to lie again? Do you want to lie again? Do you want to lie again?
I mean, I got my PC. I got my PC teching, man. It's ready. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you want.
Get it after this thing. Come on, let's go, bro.
All right, cool, man. Well, introduce yourself, man.
Gonna put some money up while you at it?
I mean, we can. We can put a game. We can put a PC game.
Hey, LG. Let me know when that goes down. I'll drive right over after the show. That way we can verify who's getting.
Oh yeah.
We can stream it.
Okay, stream it too.
I can stream it. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, but I'm good, man. I'm just been trying to take care of myself. You know, mental health is important. You know, it's definitely important.
Mental health is important.
Oh snap!
Not like it. Cool.
Yo,
anyway,
gotta pay the bills real early.
Somebody help me out because I haven't got to my chat yet. I haven't got to.
Buju Ram. $4.99. What's going on, people? What's going on, homie? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta do my infamous cuz.
Cuz.
Oh, thanks for the love, Buju Ram.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Anyway, man, and going on to the bums of the crew. Hey, man, Triple Cup Chuck, are you up, bro?
Man, what's good with y'all, man? Hey, look, check this out. I figured out something very, very new to me, how to troll. Man, I'm in Chapter 3 in Red Dead Redemption, and all I do is run around with a knife and a rope and hunt animals. And people be getting so pissed off at me because I ain't going through the story mode. I'm like, man, just chill. I'm just soaking up the goodness. Man, it's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, we're moving on to 108 Dragons. That was a nice little video you did, bro. I was there and checked it out.
You know I'll be working.
I see it.
I see you in them comments. That's my representing. We got some great topics for you tonight, and you may know what we talking about, but you ain't gonna understand the twist we might bring to you. Facts.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely twists and turns. There's all different types of new information that's been dropped on about some situations, and so we cannot wait to get to it. Also, man, my man, you know what I'm saying, my main man, my right-hand man right now, for the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he holds my briefcase and stuff, and he's always running around, and he's just doing his thing for me, man, like my ultimate little secretary. Knuckles, what's going on with you?
Not much. I'm here. I'm always doing stuff. You know me, getting busy. You know what it is? The Gothic Gamer, aka your boy Bloody, just killing it here, just like my boy Triple Cup over there. I've been playing the hell out of Red Dead, and I just made it into Chapter 3 last night. And like him, I spend most of my time just getting distracted with hunting. I don't know what it is about that shit, but I spend most of my time hunting after stuff. And then, you know, just riding around, and ended up having to leave a trail of bodies of like 30 people in the middle of the road and getting like $500 bounties.
Right. It's because it's realistic. It's like the first game to have realistic hunting in it.
It really is. It's this. The hunting is special. The fishing, dude, I spent like an hour and a half fishing yesterday, like legitimately. Between fishing and shooting bounty hunters that were bothering me while I was fishing, you know, I was doing that for a while.
Yeah. Hey, you been to that plantation yet, Bloody?
Which one?
All right, I don't know the name. I think it's strawberry, whatever. I don't know. Oh,
like strawberry. That. Yeah, I've been to strawberry.
K-Mega, excuse me, K-Mega, you got bills to pay, bro.
Okay, let me pay
more. Oh, look at that, double bills, double bills.
Diamond, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? GRG doing it live. Yes, sir, we are doing it live. And then I see Lady Infamous in the house. Bzzz, I get it. That's for you, Lemon. Bzzz. So you know what I'm saying. Anyway, he's over here. All right, fast. Oh no, okay.
That's the Z's after the fact.
That's it. And then we got two more people that we got to introduce, man. This person really needs no introduction. This is my main man, Kaleidoscope. What's you, bro? What's going on?
Yo, it's the Xbox Goes Kaleidoscope. And yo, shout outs again to Dr. Vodka. He just sent me a car that he did, I guess in on Forza Horizon 4. And it was Magneto, yo. It was plastered all over this car. It was a Ford GT, yo. That shit looks sick. Sick as hell. I was like, what the hell? That's when you heard me earlier when you was talking, K-Mega. I was like, oh. I was looking at that, the doc, because you had just mentioned Dr. Vodka. I was like, oh, wait a minute. He sent me something just a little while ago. Yeah. And yo, shout outs to Dr. Vodka. That was dope. It's dope, bro. Yo, I need me one. All right. Besides that, dude, I'm actually checking out. Finally, I got my hands on Shadow of the Tomb Raider. All right. Actually, I've copped it for $30. The graphics in this game are freaking mind blowing, bro.
Do you got the exit?
Nah, I don't got that. I played on the vanilla, bro. I played on the vanilla. All right, no. Just think about it though. I'm mind blown on a vanilla. All right, and I was playing on PS4 for like the last 2 or 3 months. I played everything under the sun, bro. And this shit blew my mind. With the minute I was like, oh shit, what the? I was like, damn. I picked up my Xbox and I looked underneath it. Like, what the fuck is this shit using, man? Damn.
This is the PRPM dude talking. PRPM dude. You know what that means? Puerto Rican PlayStation man. Don't do that. Don't.
Love me. You can take a hop, skip, and a flying jump. You know where.
In the past.
You gotta pay the bills.
Like you ain't got a PlayStation with Kratos as your freaking avatar. Come on, man.
All right, can I pay the bills, please?
Yes, you may.
All right. Big shout out to Delilah HD. You know what I'm saying? GRG doing it live. Had to match. You know what I'm saying? I see that. The ladies is still holding strong.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Thomas Franks, man. He says, King Megan and GRG, what's good, Kings? And do not forget to put the Queens because the Queens is always going to be here as well. Trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Megan, we got one more.
Oh, he said, hey, let's something out, okay, Mega. He said, shout out to his boy Motown 108.
Yes, 108. You guys are the best at K Mega. We are doing it live. Let's King success coming. Keep it moving. Always, bro. We always going to keep it moving. That's the facts. But anyway, I still got one more person in here, man, and that is Live Wire. What's going on with you, bro?
Poopity scoop. Scoopity
all right.
All
right. That's it.
Scoopity poop.
That's it.
He promised to take his Ritalin before he got online. I see he's still lying.
I see. I think he's a little bit relaxed. I think he's all right.
All right. Oh, no. I'm chilling.
No, man. Anyway, he said, oh, man, LG Nemesis is clowning. He says, hey, K Mega, you know, you got to take these donations and buy my man's Knuckles that Dream Daddy so he can give this pony something to watch during E3. Oh, no, look.
I told him I stream it for them. He said, let's get it.
Salivate.
I'll do it. I have no issues with that thing. I'll do it.
No. But Knuckles, if you buy Dream Daddies, you can't just have it. You have to beat it.
Oh, I will absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta beat it.
I will.
I will
stream. Hey, am I late? What the hell is Dream Daddy?
Oh, bro.
It's a long story. Matter of fact, he got to get the platinum in it.
I will. All right, let's do it.
Yo. That's gonna be game of the year for a lot of ponies, bro.
Oh,
we gotta pay the bills.
Oh my God.
There's some more bills.
I'll do this one.
Donate $4.99 to the podcast. Stay positive. Stay gaming. That's my type of mother right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Facts.
Look, all the people that chat right now, you are all beautiful. Like seriously, y'all are giving some massive love right now, and it's much appreciated.
Appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Give that thumbs up to our ladies in the chats, man. That thumbs up to our ladies in the chat.
Absolutely. All love to them, man.
I'm up to 100, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I mean, like I said, you know, people make mistakes, but you know what I'm saying? I still got love for my boy 100. You know what I'm saying? We just doing what we doing, man. But yeah, let's get on to the topics, man. Good Lord, I didn't even know we was gonna go this long.
We just spent 10 minutes thanking everyone in the chat for giving us some love, man.
I know, but
man, let's do it for another 10, man.
All right.
Before we get started,
Rick James, calm down over there, sir.
Before I get started, there's something that just kind of thrown everywhere, and I've seen that there's people that say that Xbox podcasts or channels or personalities or whatever. And I mean, I know we all have different platforms. We all mostly play on everything. So I mean, we're a little bit different, but I do think that we should address it just briefly. And that's the fact that Sunset Overdrive is on PC. It came out on PC today. It's got some great reviews for people just playing on a controller. There's other people that said that it's horrible if you try to play it with a mouse and keyboard. I have no idea why you want to play that game like that, but that's crazy. I get it. But regardless of the fact, the one thing that people saying that Xbox fans are not talking about is the fact that this game is $20, and if you own this game is not a play anywhere title. And I will have to admit for myself that seems a little scrupulous. You got to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, if you already own that game should already be play anywhere. So anybody on the panel, just go ahead and knock this out. Let me know what y'all think.
It's currently right now the best seller on Steam. Well, top seller.
It's not on Steam.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it is.
It's on store only.
It's on Windows 10 and Steam.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's top seller.
When I saw Larry Herb talk to that producer, he said Windows Store. He ain't say nothing about Steam. Okay.
And it's the top seller right now. That's what's up.
It is the top seller.
Let me go check Steam right now. I'm about to check Steam right now. Hold on.
Yeah, go Steam, type in top seller. It pops up right at the top.
Don't that sound like
wow?
A
That's what's up, man.
Hey, let them
I hope people recognize, man. I want Sunset Overdrive 2. Let that happen, baby.
Yeah, but honestly, for anyone, I agree with you, Mega, that it sucks that this wasn't a Play Anywhere title like a lot of others that we've seen, especially older exclusives. But this is a good thing here because it shows that they are willing to put it out on more platforms by going to the Windows Store as well as Steam and getting more people to be interested. And already doing it with all the DLC for $20, that is a steal. That is a great price to get this.
Yes.
It helps. It goes and puts more money back towards Insomniac. Shows that there's still an interest for this, and we already know that Insomniac has talked about wanting to do a sequel. We show that there's people who want to play this still. That gives great promise for the future. Like honestly, this game is fun. It's Insomniac's humor. It's an open world platformer. Over the top weapons like you expect out of the Ratchet and Clank games. Honestly, if you have not played this, you need to.
Yeah, then it's gonna have a lot of like by coming out now, it's gonna have like more of a fan base. Because at first, with the Xbox had just came out, they was under 10 million when it first came out. So what they expected to sell at the time, and now they buy and put it out on Steam and stuff like that. They get an opportunity to get a game that boosts the adrenaline that it needs to actually get over the product threshold where they can green light a sequel. Because they probably, then, by Phil Spencer in the position that he in, he could just green light the sequel. That's probably why they trying to sell and get everything they can get off the old one now for the people that haven't played it and want to play it. Now, I mean, like you said, it's not on Play Anywhere, but that's understandable because that was one of the games that came out way before Play Anywhere was even thought of. Facts. So right now, it's no, and I can't bitch or complain about it because it's there. And if I wanted to play it on PC again after I'd have had it on the Xbox for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Why shouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? If I want it on there, pay the little $20. It ain't number $20. That's if, you know what I'm saying, I want to play the game again. But that's mostly directed toward the people that haven't played it and want to try it out and experience it for their first time. So now when they come out a sequel, now they have a huge fan base for Sunset Overdrive 2 because it's not about the original. It's always about the sequel, the third installment, and the fourth installment when it becomes a franchise. That's what that game needs to be.
No doubt.
Damn,
no doubt.
Knowledge, bro. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, because with the DLC, that they did,
pay the bills, pay the bills.
Hold on, let me pay the bills. Cedric H, appreciate it. He said, "What's up, GRG Crew in chat?" Yes, the chat is lit already, man. You know what I'm saying? Normally it kind of got to warm itself up, but people are here, man. We really appreciate it, man. Go ahead and share this out. Get it out to everybody, man. We want everybody to come in here and to have the conversation with us. Also, hit that invisible like button. I see it. It works. Just YouTube just tripping with me. It makes it seem like I cut this shit off, and I never did. It's just YouTube just shut it down for me. I don't know. I mean, it works. Like I said, like I see it in the section when I go and look and I check out views and things like that, and I see the numbers of likes and dislikes. And always we have like 3, 4, 5 times more likes than we do dislikes, man. And I really do appreciate that, and the crew does as well. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Knuckles. Go ahead, finish up.
Well, I'll just say is that it's a good thing because, and Triple Cup made a good point, right? Is that it does have the potential to start a franchise because with the story that they did, the way that it ended, yeah, they answered and put a little bit more into their DLC. Their DLC were really well done and added a lot more. But it still left so much open for what they can do. And honestly, when they were like teasing when the game first launched and all the Fizzy and the Fizzco merchandise that they were doing it for their mascot and all that, like very, very rarely do games that just come out have that kind of mascot and that kind of appeal across. Like it really does have so many grounds. And Off was right that if you look right now on Steam store, that it is the top selling game right now. Outselling Hitman and Siege still and a bunch of other games currently.
But I thought Xbox games didn't sell. I thought people didn't gravitate to those games.
But this is something that's key also. First of all, anybody that playing on PC, certain games you cannot play with keyboard and mouse. That's just
exactly.
But this is also showing you on a PC level You dudes want to be involved. Y'all just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
What it is. It's showing that the game been wanted. Now they gonna say they could play in 4K and whatever, but it's a good look, man. Microsoft is definitely making that bread again. They don't even care. They don't even care. They doing good.
That part is true because it's their property, and
it's
that
their
was one
property,
thing I had to check.
right?
Yeah, so Overdrive.
Also, Mega, just for you and anyone else out there on PC who wants to get it, Noonie Cooney, it's half off right now, so $30.
Oh, I already got Noonie Cooney too. I already got Noonie Cooney too. Now, I wish Noonie Cooney would come to the.
Yeah, I need to get both.
Yeah, I need to get because I had it on the PS3, but I don't have my PS3 anymore.
I still got my PS3, so I need to get that
as well. I would love that.
Hey, what game that was that came to the PlayStation?
Underneath the Brooklyn Bridge is dead.
Oh
no! Hey, what game that came to the Xbox that was on the PlayStation? They was calling it exclusive, but it wasn't exclusive. It was a Japanese game.
There was a couple of them, man. There was Nier Automata. Yeah,
that's the one it was.
Yeah,
Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Some's exclusive.
Yeah.
Not when they just put on a system and they don't put it on another system. That's not exclusive. They just don't got it.
Yeah,
right. But you know how to a lot of fanboys was hollering about.
Yeah, they always say it's exclusive.
And I'm like, why is it exclusive? And they don't say exclusive. But hey, if they want to say it's exclusive, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. The only thing I look at it, I got the opposite approach. So people be talking about the exclusive games. I'm more of like, okay, I'm more concerned about the games I can play, not the games other people can play. I look at the people that be talking about other games like that is, you know, the little child that's only a single parent. I mean, not a single parent, a single child, and they selfish. That's what I see a lot of opponents when they be bragging about games. They just wanna brag about stuff. I'm like, man, that's cool. If I could play a game, that's the game. I don't care if it goes to the PC like Sunset Overdrive. I'm happy for the people with the PC that got a chance to play this game now. That don't mean it ain't a game I could play. I can still talk about this game the way I'm going to talk about the game regardless. Because I don't talk about sales. I don't talk about, the stuff that a lot of people talk about. I talk about the things I like about a game. I talk about stuff that the game do that I could, that I can experience or we can experience together and talk about it. Now, if it's a game like God of War, I can see y'all talking about that. And I'm saying, well, I don't have that. Or we talk about Halo. Now, that, a game that y'all don't have. Like the PlayStation don't have Sunset Overdrive. So I still say, not exclusive, but that's just a game that y'all don't have. So y'all can sit there and say it's not exclusive. I'm just going to say y'all still don't have the game.
Now, Delilah has sit there and she is there, and I feel her, and she's telling me, get back on topic, fam. Now, shut your ass up, Chuck. Let's get back on topic. Damn. Savage in here right here.
They still here. Told y'all.
They don't ever leave. We
still doing what you say.
That's
what I'm talking about.
That's the force. Anyway, so let's get back on topic, gentlemen, and let's get on to the. There's been so much news. I really wish that we could just go and cover everything, but I'm just going to go over it real quick. There was it just happened about an hour ago where there was a guy from Microsoft that worked on the Azure servers. He posted that he left and he's going to 343 Industries to work on a part of Halo Infinite. Yeah. Now,
oh shit,
that right there. Hold on. Now that right there is pretty incredible just to think of, because what I get out of it is that these guys is about to try to do the same thing to Halo is what they doing with Crackdown.
Mega. Picture this, bro. Think like a Destiny Raze work, right? Imagine that Covenant capital shit, bro. Using cloud destruction, or better yet, bro, take into a city. You have this defending point, bro, and the city crumbling around you, bro. Just imagine what they can do with technology in Halo, bro. It's almost limitless at this point now.
Dude.
Oh,
bro, think 100 minutes.
The attack on New Mombasa, taken to new heights.
Exactly. But see, the crazy thing is they don't need to do the full destruction. They just need a bits and pieces of it.
They could do battlefield destruction.
Yeah, they can do that and then just add more NPCs and shit.
With the servers, Warzone with those servers, it would be on a whole nother level. And we know that Halo's going to be a much more. It's going to be the game is going to be a much more bigger budget game. Like,
yeah, I was just talking campaign.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that they'll have some aspects of that and DirectX 12 into the campaign.
DirectX 13.
13.
13.
Yeah, 13.
13. Is that 13 coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they're working on the next architecture. Remember, we have DirectX 12 when the X came out, or just before the X.
Just before the X, they released 12. They're already working on 13.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that.
I was about to say, I had to double check that. I knew that.
Good messy tonight. Good messy.
Oh, I didn't even know that. See, now that's on another. But look,
see, that's why you got me and Lemon, because we the tech dudes.
I know. I got it. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's insane. That's insane. Well, anyway, I just wanted to
I'm tech light, okay?
I just wanted to bring that up because I just thought that was fascinating. Also, another little tidbit was that Playground Games actually sold their RP. Well, didn't sell it, but they basically showed their RPG and what they were already working on to Microsoft, and that's when Microsoft was like, "Yo, hold up, wait a minute, y'all working on this?
We need that."
See, I knew it wasn't Fable, man. I knew it wasn't Fable.
Yeah, so Kaleidoscope. It doesn't seem like this game is going to be Fable. So it seems like somebody else is going to get Fable. You know what I'm saying? So in regards of it, like whatever this RPG is, and from the pictures that I showed off a couple of weeks ago,
that I got from my boy Soul King. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Soul King. That this game don't look like Fable, and look, and if it is Fable, then it's going to be a complete reboot. This game is not going to look anything like what we've thought and what we've seen. It's going to have nothing but Playground's vision,
own DNA. Signature. Yeah, it's all
its own signature. So it's going to be just kind of like how God of War is revamped. Yeah. So this thing looks insane. So what do you guys think about that? I do want to hear your thoughts about this.
I think me and Op are the ones who were the most talking about this one, besides everyone else on the show. But like I said, when we brought up this and we saw the code name for what it was being called Project Berserk, and everything that we went through, like whatever they're working on, whether it is a collaboration with someone else or that they have the rights, it's going to be something very unique. It is going to be a very much dark, high fantasy style RPG, similar to what we see within The Witcher. And I'm excited for that because it looks so dope from just the concept art they have. And if it's Fable and they're doing their own darker, more grittier take on it, that's cool, as long as they still have those lighter aspects. But if it is something all unique, which I hope they do, because I want to see them stretch out, because we've seen what they've already done with an established franchise with Forza. If they can do their own unique RPG, that's even better, because it just shows the talent that this studio had, and that they're more than just a racing studio that everyone already claims that they are, which goes to show too that Microsoft is also capable, just like Sony, which I give them credit for, letting their studios be creative and do whatever they want. Yes, we have the Coalition and 343 who are about Halo and Gears, but if they really wanted to, those studios can do anything that they wanted. And we're going to see with what Playground alone can do, and then seeing what the new studios are capable as well in the future. Like, this is a great sign.
Yeah, I say, Bloody, 343 is doing exactly what they want to do. Coalition is doing exactly what they want to do. Now, I mean, they named their studio strictly off of what they want to do. Turn 10, man, look at the people. If y'all ever see the people on Turn 10 talk about Forza, I mean, he about to have a nerdgasm back to back, because I mean, he is a car enthusiast.
They're passionate. They're passionate about what they're doing.
And with that too, think about, these are people who know these vehicles, that are working with the manufacturers to highly detail and digitize each individual model, and they have hundreds of styles of cars. Like, they know what they're doing. They're dedicated to that.
Hell yeah.
But ain't that what you want? I don't want no dude that want to make 2K basketball making an RPG. You should want somebody who's enthusiastic about their work, working on their craft, because they're gonna make it the best they can.
That's not always a bad thing. Think about what we've seen before with some of the other studios. And I'm gonna pull up Sony Studios for example, because the one that I can think of the most prominently would be Guerrilla Games. Yeah. From what they did from Killzone going into Horizon is phenomenal. We've seen Insomniac be able to kind of be malleable and kind of go across the thing. Yeah, we can say that all their games are open world platformers, but each one still has their own feel, and yet they still very much feel Insomniac. You know, look at Naughty.
Not a first party.
They're actually pretty different.
But no,
but
I know that. But I'm saying what they've done. Look at Naughty Dog. Look at Naughty Dog 2. They went from a 2.5D 3D platformer, from Crash Bandicoot days, and then look at what they did with Uncharted. They built a very successful third-person action shooter, from Uncharted and Last of Us. We've seen that their studios are malleable and able to kind of do their own things. Sucker Punch.
Playground
even better. Look at Sucker Punch. They went from making Sly Cooper series to what they're doing now with Ghost of Tsushima. Completely different. They're able to do their own things, and they show that. And there's nothing wrong with letting a studio try something new if it's something that they really want to do. Yeah, if they're dedicated to working on the one franchise and series that they know, but keep making changes like we've seen with the Coalition with Gears and how they keep transforming that game and adding new modes and making it feel tighter but still very much Gears each game, all to them. But if they want to step out and do their own different thing, let them. There's nothing wrong with letting a studio be experimental. Yeah, we can say that it's failed in the past, but it also shows the talent that those studios are capable of doing.
I think Microsoft gets a bad rap with
because I mean I understand where Bloody's coming from. Where you say let them. Sorry, my bad that I cut in though.
No problem.
one away. But it's like Chuck was saying though. Those studios, the people that work there, they're passionate about that certain franchise. A lot of the people that went to work there's a lot of people that went over to 343 because they've loved the Halo franchise their entire life ever since the first Halo. It's like, I want to go work at 343. The people at the Coalition, they was working on Shanghaiist, all right? Know what I'm saying? At the beginning of this generation, when Phil Spencer went up to them, he's like, do you guys want to work on Gears? Dude, they dropped everything, bro. All right, I've read interviews and whatnot. They dropped everything. They was like, what, Gears? Oh, you stupid, man. Yo, give me that shit now.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Microsoft gets a bad rap for dealing with their three major franchises, but you know, if you're not a fan of those franchises, you really don't care, and you're gonna say, "Yeah, Microsoft makes them make it." First of all, they generating billions of dollars. They're not gonna leave them sitting there. That's just retarded.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what killed Gran Turismo from not putting out the work. That's Sony's only billion-dollar franchise, and they killed themselves by not putting the work in. So when somebody go out there and they join these companies or they enthusiastic about their work, you want them to put the best they can be. You know, every game in Gears is not the top game, but you only can compare Gears to itself. There's nothing on the market like Gears. There's nothing on the market like Halo. Of course, you got games like Forza, but not on that level in terms of quality. The only other quality is really Gran Turismo. So
I would say Drive Club or Project Gotham.
I was going to say
Drive Club. Need for Speed. Listen, what I'm going to tell you about that.
Not even Need for Speed. It's got to be Project Gotham. Yeah, Project Gotham has even surpassed GT now.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the terms of quality. Look at Project Cars. The game is beautiful. Runs like dog shit. Period. There's no maybes. It looks fantastic. But we talking about the whole bells in the wheel,
the bells and whistles,
everything. Not fucking part graphics or part open world. Because what's the other game from Ubisoft? The racing game.
The Crew.
The Crew. Yeah.
The Crew.
I love.
All right. The Crew was the shit until Forza hit the market. Well, it came with the market with Forza, but what's a better game?
There's no other better race.
There's no other race out there.
Even if people
everybody gotta.
No, well, I guess if you really need another racing game, you could say Need for Speed.
Need for Speed. No. Need for Speed is a shell of itself. It's not. They don't even.
But I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that
overall franchises. Need for Speed is still king.
In terms of sales, because it's been around way before the 3DO.
Right, and then it's Gran Turismo, but but Need for Speed and GT from right now are both shell of themselves of how great those games used to be. I mean,
they got so much potential right now.
That's what Microsoft gets a lot of flack, but like I said, they got 3 guaranteed billion-dollar makers every generation.
But they good though. Think about it. By the way, they good though, because look at all the studio acquisitions they did.
They're great.
Ninja Theory is going to be doing a whole bunch of different IPs from here on out. Know what I'm saying? We knew Compulsion Games, they're going to have a certain flair and art style to their shit. The Initiative, what? They're going to be doing what? Quadruple A games?
Quadruple A.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, remember they stated that
that's what a quadruple game is. Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what you see. Or
that's what you. Okay.
Yeah.
If they doing some shit on the level of Red Dead.
Yes, Kaleidoscope. They said that quadruple.
It's only the biggest and the best. Like they got the even Don is coming and said, look, he says I can't even go and apply there because even with what I have, my credentials is not high enough to even step on that, step in that room. It's the best of the best. Go ahead.
That's the reason
5+ years right there.
Studio is because of the fact that
hold on, Knuckles. Let operations say what he's got to say. Go ahead.
Like quadruple A, that's dope. We have to understand that's gonna take some time as well. Like the initial, they were just formed as well. That's 6+ years in development for this game, probably minimum. That's which I'll go off. But go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, like
all I was saying is I was trying to clarify for people who don't know what the quadruple A is that the way that Microsoft rates you from AA, AAA, quadruple A, it's the amount of funding that is going into these development projects. So when they say that the initiative is a quadruple A, that's the reason that the initiative has hired some of the biggest directors, designers, lead creative teams, artists, and everything from very big companies for whatever they're working on next, because of the fact that it is going to have a lot of money behind it to go into this project.
So that's
go ahead,
why people left.
Hold on, Live was going to say something. Go ahead, Live.
Oh no, I was sneezing, dog.
That's why people left Sony recently, and those creative people left Sony to get that Microsoft money. Is that what you're trying to say?
That is right.
Well, just big money, big thing.
Wow.
Oh, I'm just little jab.
All right.
No, definitely. I mean, they're doing a lot of moves now with all the studio acquisitions, and some we will see some games the Xbox One will actually see, like that stuff that Ninja Theory is working on. That's going to be cross-gen, so it'll probably be on both. But the stuff like the Initiative is going to be working on, well, that's going to be next-gen. All right, we know that for a fact.
Right.
That's not going to be cross-gen.
But they needed to buy the first-party studios.
Dude, even the stuff from Obsidian and Exile, we're not going to see that until next-gen either. All right,
look, Sony has over 50 first-party studios that don't get no work. Now, if they put out one game per studio, not financially, we don't know what they got financially, but that's a lot of damn studios. So Microsoft had to step up. There's no maybes. Gears and Forza and Halo cannot be your only big things to talk about or some special deal like a
controller.
Exactly.
The Elite controller.
Like Cuphead. They sell the most controllers. I don't know why.
I don't know why people keep forgetting about Ori and the Blind Forest. That game.
No, Ori's it's fantastic.
That's double A though.
Cuphead. Yeah,
is it double A? Is it?
Yeah, it's double A.
Oh yeah, man. You'll see Ori E3. That game looks. That game looks better than that game looks like a Ori and the Will of the Wisp look like a true AAA game.
I think Ori would be considered. That was like fall in line with like Rayman Legends and all that shit.
No,
so whatever art style.
Well, you talk about with the art style or whatever because it's a two.
No. I'm saying that type of game. That's what it is. It's a side scrolling platform. So Rayman Legends is a or double A. That's what.
Yeah, but there's more Metrovania an aspect though.
But I look at it like
you got to keep going back and forth in order to level up.
The game is awesome. Yeah. I don't care what it is. Shit is awesome. And
dude,
look at anything
those double A's used to be triple A's back in the day. So come on, let's be honest, people.
What game can match Ori and the Blind Forest? Name a game.
That's a Donkey Kong Country. That's a Donkey Kong Country anyway, bro.
Yeah, we'll see what Dreams is going to be about. But hold on, let's get back. You know what? We just freestyled that because I was just trying to. I was like, can we get to the first topic? We didn't even get there. I mean, that's pretty good, guys. Pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The ladies will be impressed with that. But anyway, let's get on to Fallout 76.
Take me home.
Yeah, the Fallout 76 has been getting a lot of scrutiny, fellas, and it's the question that I want to ask, is it warranted? Because I've watched a little bit. I've watched a little bit of a gameplay, watching streams and stuff, and it looks like the same game. And that's really one of the biggest complaints of it, is that the game engine is old and dusty, and it doesn't look like they gave two shits about trying to make the engine look better than what it advertised to be. It's buggy, it's glitchy from what the reviewers say. It's beginning killed. So I'm going to go to you, Operations, since you are our guest. What do you think about this, man?
Well, personally, I haven't played the game yet, but as far as like speaking about the engine, I'm not going to be armchair dev on this podcast. I like to keep it real. As far as like Bethesda's resources right now, I'm not sure why they choose to stick with these same engines, because I believe people say that they're going the same engine as well for Starlink and some of their other games as well. But as far as being buggy and whatnot, unfortunately, there's something expected with Bethesda games as launch. I played Fallout 4. It was pretty much fine for me. I didn't experience too many bugs, but a lot of people are experiencing it based on what we were seeing from this game. Mm-hmm. So right now, the game's getting killed publicly. Like, people are like adamantly going out of the way to attack this game, probably because it's buggy, because there's no single player to it. It's multiplayer only. Well, co-op multiplayer at this point. But yeah, right now, 76 is not getting a good rep. But best believe when I buy this game, I'm playing the shit out of it because I love the Fallout series. So I'm definitely going to enjoy my time with it.
So you definitely diving in. So
I'm definitely diving in.
Okay, cool. All right. What about you, LG? Have you ever played any of the Fallout series?
I never was really big into the series. I've seen some of the games. Fallout. Fun fact: Fallout New Vegas came out on my birthday some years back. But like about the whole buggy shit, I will say just give it some time. Like, give it about it's only been out for 2 weeks?
No,
that's about a week. About a week. About a week, but it's
about a week. Okay,
I was over here like I want to get it.
I'm asking. See, like I said, I'm asking. I just asked a question. Don't shoot me down yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, put your gun away, K-Man. Put it away.
I think the biggest concern
it's back in my holster.
Yeah, back in my holster. But no, like it just came out, so I'm like, give it time to, give them time to work on it and see what comes from it. That's the basic thing I'm gonna say. That's it. Leave it. Let them fix it.
Yeah. The biggest concern when I'm 76 right now is the content that it offers to people. Because if it's going to be a shared open world, you have to have something to do with your friends as well. Killing the NPCs, the enemies and whatnot, take over bases. That's cool and all, but like, what are you going to do after that? Like, what's the end game? What's the goal for people to play this game?
Biggest base around.
Yeah, that's one thing you can do. But like,
yeah, but I mean, the game looks ugly. I mean, I thought the game was going to look. Look. I'm not even going to lie to you.
You be honest.
Ugly, I hate to be honest because I do got Fallout 4, but I didn't beat it. But what I'm saying, I played it for about, I think, maybe 20 hours, and then I haven't gone back to it. So it was like, I'll get back to it. I'll put that just to deep into the backlog. But it's like, in that game, and Fallout 4 looks better than this game. What's going on?
Didn't people talk about Fallout 4 when Fallout 4 first came out? Like, oh man, look at the graphics. They look washed down and stuff like that. But like y'all saying, it was the same. Wasn't it the same? They've been using the same engine for who knows how long.
Yeah.
And who else do the same exact thing?
It's a totally different game, though. Don't you start going left. For Delilah to come keep saying to stay on top.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna stay on top. Activision do the same thing, and they saying is they making money off of it until they feel like they're being forced into spending money on a new engine. They not gonna do it. And me personally, with the Fallout series, I'm not too big of a fan. It looks boring, and then I try to watch the Fallout 76 because of the whole aspect of it being multiplayer, which it really ain't. It just like. It's just boring. That game is boring. The graphics ain't too high.
You can't say the game.
We need to ask a Fallout player because he's killing it.
I tried to watch it for a few minutes to give it a chance. When I
watching it and playing it is different, brother.
Man, did you? Oh well, yeah, that's true too. But damn, man, if you'd have seen somebody playing that game, you were like, how?
I watched about an hour of it, and I was like. This looks more like Fallout 3. But anyway, I get what you're saying, Chuck.
I can't feel it. Let's just say this, man. When has Bethesda ever put out a graphically beautiful game?
The closest is Doom.
When they
Doom. None. No. Bethesda themselves, man. Doom, that's id Software. Right? Wolfenstein, that's Machine Gun Games. I'm talking Bethesda themselves as developers. Me personally, I thought all their games look like crap. Right, but that's me. I'm not a Bethesda fan. Know what I'm saying? I'll buy some of the games that they publish, but the games that they develop, hell no. Nah. Skyrim, the only reason that shit look beautiful because that shit got modded to hell on fucking PC. All right, that's the only reason that shit look beautiful. Everything else, fucking that Bethesda does themselves. That shit look like ass, bro. Shit look like ass cheeks.
Oh, Clyde, the thing about it is they don't put games first. So best believe the story and gameplay, bro, that's top priority for Bethesda.
Facts.
No, I'm sure it is, bro. I'm sure it is. I try to play Oblivion, yo. I remember when Oblivion first came out, I bought that shit day one, bro. Every time I put it on, an hour into it, I'd wake up 3 hours after the fact on the couch, still like, what the fuck happened? Oh shit. Yo, I'll fucking put that shit on again. After the 5th time that I tried that, Operations, I checked out. I was like, you know what? Let me take this bitch back to the store. I want my money back. Fuck this shit.
Man, and I feel the same.
But that's just me, bro. No, I'm saying that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own likes and dislikes, and me, I dislike anything made by Bethesda.
Okay, well, I mean, look, is there any other than Operations and me? You know what I'm saying? Is there anybody else that likes Fallout?
Me.
I like it.
Please.
Go ahead, 108. Let us know.
Okay, listen, man. I'm a big Bethesda fan. I'm a Fallout fan, and I'm gonna keep it official. They have showcased this game, and it hasn't shown me anything. Now,
I said people who love the game.
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm gonna say.
All right.
Listen to what I'm gonna say. I'm a fan of Bethesda and all the Fallouts, and most of the stuff they create. What I'm saying is, they have not showed anything positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks, and I'm a fan. If I'm a fan, they're not going to draw somebody on the sidelines with what they showed. So I watched Infamous play for about an hour the other night. So after we got offline, and I went and chopped it up with her. I said, let me ask you, what do you think about the game? She really couldn't give me a straight answer. It was like gaps. Now, when she is a Fallout player too, so when you got the hardcore acting like that, imagine the people that's casual. I'm not saying the game is bad. What I'm saying is,
who's the audience?
I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, you know what? The crazy thing about the crazy thing about this is that Bethesda, the best Fallout to so many people is Fallout 4, who was made by who else?
Bethesda.
I don't know. No, Obsidian. Obsidian.
You mean New Vegas?
I mean not 4. I mean New
Vegas.
I keep looking at that as 4 because that came afterwards.
Mega, your information's all over the place today.
It's not all over the place. It's not all over the place.
But you good though. Fallout New Vegas.
I just said 4. I meant to
is
say,
coming for you. Be careful.
Hey man,
I know where you was going.
Because it came after 3, and so that's how I kind of look at it like 4. But that's okay. New Vegas. I got to make it right, so never mind. Excuse me. I'm human. Let me be country. Anyway.
There's a difference between correct and country, sir.
Well, okay.
Wow.
When you mispronounce things, that's country.
See, now I feel like Delilah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's got to be responsible.
All right. Anyway, so buddy, say what you got to say.
Fire.
Since you Mr. Responsible, let me hear your take on this.
You don't have no answer. You don't play that shit.
I do play Fallout.
He play Fallout.
I've played Fallout 2, 3, and New Vegas, and I've played New Vegas multiple times modded on my PC, sir. Wow. So calm down.
So break it down. He said, give us some knowledge, because that's why you're here.
See, one of the biggest things that people had with 76 are those who were complaining about the lore aspect and how it was changing, but no one really knows the old games and what Interplay set up. The other biggest thing is the fact that there's no NPCs throughout the game, which is understandable because you got to remember that in the game it takes place 25
Interplay,
years.
What Interplay set up?
Yes, because remember, Interplay was the original company that developed Fallout 1 and 2 when it was an isometric RPG.
No, I know you just gave me chills because Obsidian did Fallout New Vegas, and In Exile, what used to be the remnants of Interplay. They both working for Microsoft now. Damn, ain't that about a trip? Oh shit!
Looking back to Bethesda in a corner as far as RPGs, like over a couple of months. They accomplished Exile at this point. So if they deliver, they're gonna have a pinch hold on RPGs.
Yeah,
continue.
They do, but
Yeah.
the biggest
Oh my
aspect
gosh.
with Fallout
that was the point
76
that I was
My bad. Go ahead, buddy.
is that while there's people who are
Buddy, just-
who are concerned about the lore aspect of it, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that gives it a new unique take. Yes, we can change what was already established and can be complained about that. The issue with the game is while it's fun, they definitely fixed the melee combat, because I played the beta. I was playing the beta during a lot of the testing aspects, and what was in the beta was the full game before it launched. And it's fun. They definitely improved the modding system that was prevalent in 4. The issue is that while the combat is fun when you're there, it's still very dead. While the game does have moments where it's very beautiful, I love the landscapes, because despite it being all toxic, radioactive, and disgusting looking, it's still very interesting at the same time with the way that they designed these landscapes. The issue is that it's still very empty. There's not much going on. So you could be walking around, nothing's happening. There's no NPCs now. All you have to worry about is other players and the enemies that roam around. Even when you see like human NPCs, they're all dead, and they're all adding to the story that they're trying to build. While the game has its fun aspects, there's just not a lot prevalent. It's a fun game. I won't deny that. I was just like, man, this kind of sucks, but I was still playing it because I was still enjoying myself with it. But it doesn't have a lot to offer for those who want that story that they've put in the past games before. That's because of the fact, too, that they are still using that older engine that they still plan to use in the future, which is a horrible thing to do. Like, honestly, they've made great things. Why can they not build a new engine? They have the capabilities to do it.
Is it because of resources at this point? Because like they're a big publisher now, and they're still deciding to use the same engine. Does that show like red flags to some of y'all?
Yeah, it does.
Well, technically, all these developers use the same engine.
Yeah,
that's true.
They just give generational leaps. I mean, generation increment updates.
Yeah,
Unreal has been Unreal forever. It goes from 1, 2, 3, and 4. They just implement what the new machines can do, added on top of the old code. So everybody uses the same. They have to revamp.
Destiny needs to go to Unreal, bro.
Or go to Unreal, right? But I'm saying.
Or use the Havoc engine, just saying.
They're using the same.
Havoc is not an engine.
Havoc is not
physics.
That's physics. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so who's over here being? Oh, thank you, Kaleidoscope. Who's being Mr. One right now?
Yo, Peanut Gallery got quiet as a motherfucker.
He sure did.
He's never laughing, actually.
And Microsoft owns that. But anyway, but you know, everybody got the same engine because Frostbite has went from 1, 2, 3 also. They're on the 3rd one now, but they just add new graphical enhancements to that engine and they keep it pushing. Everybody starts at a base. So we can't say that they keep using the same engine because everybody does. They just have to improve their engine.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's move on to the next topic because people are saying you're boring them. Anyway, let's get on to it.
Oh,
yeah, I'm telling you, Bethesda bores anybody, bro. That's what it does.
Well, I mean, that was
Delilah,
really...
the encyclopedia was incorrect. That was a human error. You know, with that Wikipedia, anyone could edit it. Just saying.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
confirmed. Blaze compromised. Can't trust him no more.
Delilah, you know too much. Nobody knew that.
Yes.
Nobody knew that. She just told everybody the encyclopedia had a mistake. Oh, shit.
So anyway, let's get on to the next topic. All right, and let's talk about this Final Fantasy right here. The backwards compatibility Final Fantasies, they are rendering on the Xbox One X at 1728p. And, well, games on PS Now is streaming at only 720p max, and the games you download run only at native resolution. So how much, and I'm going to go to you, I'm gonna go to you.
I wasn't wrong. Havoc does have an engine. They have a physics. No, they have multiple.
Stop Googling stuff.
Oh my God.
And even if it's physics, it's still an engine. It's still an engine.
Yo, you know what? You reach it, but he's right though. It is an engine, but it's a physics engine, bro. Not a graphics engine.
He's reaching. He's trying to look.
He's trying to say,
I know.
Take your L and get to the next. Be ready for that one. Anyway,
L Knuckles on deck, baby. Let's go,
Knuckles.
You gotta emphasize the L on that one. If you're gonna do it, emphasize the L.
Loser. Anyways, let's get
L.
All right.
Oh wow, that'd be crazy. And knuckles.
This dude just tried to Google it while we was talking. Oh, man.
What do you mean he tried? He did. No, I'm saying he tried. He did.
I'm gonna go to Livewire on this one, right? So, okay, give me your explanation about this, right? So, I mean, there's people that the number hounds. That's the new name I got for them now. These number hounds out here, they keep bringing out these stats, these numbers, and all this. But why is it that they don't want to actually bring out the facts about the difference between PS Now and backwards compatibility? Because these games are being played when you buy a game and get them downloaded on your the PlayStation 2 games, whatever. They are at the native resolution. They're not up-res. So, Live, give me an explanation of why that, how the reason why Xbox Live, well, I should say, backwards compatibility is so much better than PS Now.
I mean, it's better because Microsoft did it, man. What do you want? They put actually work into that shit. I'm gonna give you.
That's just a fanboy because Xbox.
No. I'm gonna give you the simple answer. I'm gonna give you the little more complicated answer, right? Easy part is Microsoft did it, right?
He's not
wrong. The real shit is Microsoft put hella work into doing the shit. That's what the real deal is. Because Phil even said himself, it was no easy task to get backwards compatibility. They didn't just be like, well, we're going to try to make it backwards compatible. Because, I mean, Lord knows, they could have gave us backwards compatibility and all the games run worse and just say, fuck it, who cares? I mean, we gave it to you, though. Could they not? Could they just give us a bunch of, like, everything runs sub 1080p, but it just runs well enough? Or runs just enough to say that it runs? No, but they had a bigger, vision for what it's going to be. Because look, when they told us about backwards compatibility, none of us thought the games were going to run better, or I would say, none of us thought the games would run considerably better. I should say
nobody believed them. They said it was from day one.
Yep.
Nobody believed them.
Yeah, we even people that are Xbox,
just like nobody believed the cloud.
Yeah, but even the Xbox fans just thought, oh, okay, they're going to give us backwards compatibility. I'll be able to play the games I remember on the 360 and possibly the OG Xbox. But nobody thought we were going to play Ninja Gaiden in 4K and fucking Final Fantasy in 4K and
much better.
Nobody thought these games were going to be in 4K and looking, 10 times better than what we remember.
No console person.
Yeah, no console.
Hey, Mega, we got to pay the bills.
I said it couldn't happen, but I mean,
because it happens every day on PC.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why people. Yeah, go ahead.
No, let me pay the bills right fast, and then you can finish live. Ronan Star 58 says, "Where's 100 truck ass?" I'm pretty sure he meant drunk.
He said drunk.
He's probably drunk.
He's here. Lemon and K Mega's here. 100 is here. Facts.
Yeah. 100 is still here, bro.
That up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and I'm drinking for 100 right now, so don't worry about it. I'll start going left somewhere down the line. So you know what I'm saying. Shout out to 100, man.
And I'm a slur. Yeah. I'm a slur at the end of the show. Stay tuned.
Oh no!
No.
You will be
let me say one more thing.
You know what? No. I'm going to shut up after this one more thing.
The light-skinned team is on deck, a.k.a. me, K-Mega, and Livewire. And some are bloody. Some are bloody. Not all of it. Some of the hobby.
Only some? Not all?
Oh, no. Hold on. Triple Cup Chuck is like...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's the bearded one. Max.
He said the beard.
Like looks like a jihadi. You got people just get confused. Anyway, let's go.
He's a suspect on an airplane. Gotta watch that.
Oh
no. To end off what I was saying, the only reason why people aren't bringing it up that aren't Xbox fans is because if the numbers ain't in their favor, they don't want to talk about it. They ignore it. That's pretty simple like that.
All right, cool. See, you know what, live, you know what I'm saying? Our Donald Trump, sometimes he could be on his shit at all different times. You know what I'm saying? You never know it. a moment of clarity. That man brought
out
a
moment of clarity.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next topic that I'll bring up, he's probably going to just mess it all up. But for right now, thank you, Live. That was perfect. That was beautiful.
Well, you know, the sugar hasn't hit me yet.
Woo! That's all right. That boy needs some insulin. Anyway, so let's go.
Oh, dang.
Triple Cup Chuck, what? Give me your explanation about this situation, man. I mean, backwards compatibility is smoking. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know, so let the fanboys cry and say what they want to, but there is no question that backwards compatibility is smoking PS now. It always.
Oh, hell yeah.
More of an explanation. Yeah.
All right, shit, yeah. See, for my thing is a lot of people fail to realize the original name for the Xbox One was Xbox All in One. That's a complete name. So that means they want to put everything in this one box. So that means all the generations, all in one. You get all your generations, all your TV apps, all your media apps. They want to put everything in all. That's why you had to connect. They wanted to have like the whole Siri thing where they can control your surround sound speakers from your Xbox. They wanted to implement all types of things. That's why they wanted to be everything into this one box. So when they doing this backward compatibility, when they seen it, and then now they ain't just come with no regular, you know, so they had to put a little bit of foot into it, and they actually bringing it to the level where you see these old games looking like games that's coming out today that we call it indie games. These old games, we bringing them up to at least the level of that. And some of these games, like you said, Ninja Gaiden, man, that's in, what'd you say, 4K? And then like Fight Night, it actually looked better on the Xbox One than do on the 360. And we can go through a list of the games that I've seen with my own two eyes. And I ain't talking about 720, 900p, 1080p, 1400p, 1700p, 4K. I'm talking about with my own 20/20 vision where I can see with my own two eyes. When you put a 360 game on his Xbox One, it looks like an Xbox One game.
Right. Well, yeah. And the one thing about Final Fantasy, which I'm happy about, I can't wait to get all of them. I'm getting them all on the X.
I started downloading them.
Yeah, I can't wait. Right. And so the thing of it is that on the 360, when you make that point, Chuck, is that it was what was it? It was 537p. Like, I don't even know. I mean,
540, 537.
Yeah, but you know what the point of the matter was is that this is the thing about this whole resolution talk that's really crazy to me, is because at the time when I was watching it on my 360, I was like, yo, this game looks crazy. Nobody in the streets that I knew was talking about, yo, man, that shit look like them frames is dropping. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? But the fact of it is because we hear about it so much that we do kind of pay attention to it now. And you seeing what this box is doing by letting people get it. The one factor of this right here that just made the point for me was that these games are basically free if you already own these games. If you bought them digitally, or if you bought them if you already had the disc. With PlayStation Now, with PS2 games, you have to rebuy them. You know what I'm saying? You cannot, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Even with, I think, with PlayStation 3 games, you still have to rebuy them. That right there kills PlayStation Now. I don't want to see numbers. I just want to know the facts. I just want people to just really break down and say, look, I would rather have PlayStation do what Xbox is doing with how they're doing their service, period, with their backwards compatibility. And I think that if more PlayStation fans would go out and talk to their fan base, maybe they would listen to them more often. I'm going to go to you, Operations. What do you think about this, man?
Well, PSN having high user base numbers, that's cute and all, but like, how consumer friendly is that shit, to be honest?
Thank you.
Because y'all are capping for a company, y'all are getting blown out your ass for it. And like, are y'all okay about this shit? But whatever. PSN being trash, we all know that. It being so at 1720p on the X, that's a weird ass resolution. Is that like a little bit above 1440p, or is that around 1080p? I forget the metric.
It's about just around 2.5.
Okay, okay, that's dope. I'm glad they're back here. I finally get to play some of these older Final Fantasy games I never got to play or finish. I played 13, but I got like halfway through. It got like that big ass head senator thing that was hard as shit to beat, and I stopped there. Actually, if I could go back and beat it now, but yeah, this is dope. I wish it's like a better resolution, but yeah, I'm glad they're here at this point.
Yeah, no, it's great. What about you, LG? Were you what do you think about backwards compatibility? I know you want your PC now. What do you think?
No, I love it. Actually, when I had my Xbox, I was getting some of the backwards compatible games, and I had a talk with in a video a while back with Hip Hop Gamer, and I mentioned a point about the difference between PlayStation and Xbox. PlayStation is just streaming it, and like you said earlier, you're still paying for the game. Even if you bought the game before, you're still paying for it on PlayStation. Xbox is if you have the game, if you bought it already, you had this, you could put it in your Xbox One and you can play it. You know what I'm saying? And also, which also creates this thing of if like I
if you have it digital, it's already there waiting for you.
Shows up.
Exactly,
right?
It shows up. And so if God forbid, like if your internet goes out, or if you're in a place where you don't really have internet, if you do that on PlayStation, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like you're fucked. You can't play nothing. You know, you can't play no PS2 classics. Hell, you probably barely play your PS4 if you ain't connected to the internet. But anyway.
Oh no.
I'm just saying. But no, but with Xbox, you can play your games, you know, they're there. It's a physical, it's digital copy. It's right there on your Xbox. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got space on your hard drive, which I thought it was a way better concept than just streaming the game like Netflix. Because like I said, if something happens to your internet connection, you're fucked. You know, so I think that's the good game, and I need to beat like a boy said, I got to beat Final Fantasy 13 myself. I actually got to the last disc where it finally got open world because it was so linear for so long.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, the game was linear for so long, and then to like the last disc, and then I had to you know, I guess I forgot what happened. I just stopped playing the game, but yeah, it's a good idea. I think Xbox's version of the backwards compatibility just shits on the PS Now. That's just me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about you, Knuckles? What is your thoughts about all of this?
Honestly, the BC program for Xbox is the best that there is. That they've completely done something that they stated was hard to do, like Lemon had mentioned earlier. I think it was Lemon anyways, but they stated that it was very hard to get the architecture to be able to create the emulation. You know, PlayStation and I believe it was Andrew House said they can't create the emulation software on the PS4 to be able to really properly do backwards compatibility like they had. They had trouble with it on the
Digital Foundry. Don't know how the hell they did it.
Yeah, even on the PS3, they had struggles with it in their later models because of the fact that only the original fat PS3s were able to play old PS2 games.
Facts.
Their later models weren't able to read the software or read the code on the older disc the same way. They switched over and they said that they were having trouble with being able to keep that carried over. That's why we didn't see it on the PS4. With PS Now, like LG mentioned too, it's a streaming service. People forget too that with the way that PS Now works, you have to wait in a queue first before you can play that game. You experience input lag, as well as if you have no internet, you're not using it. The price is what, $20 a month, $30 a month? I can't remember what it is because they keep changing that price so often. But it's not worth the price that it is for a service like that. Sure, they have some PS4 games and they have PS3 stuff in there, a lot of them, but most of them, again, very laggy. You have to wait for a while, and a lot of them are games that they don't really want, or for the PS4, they're not games that are really big. They're ones that have already been kind of done for. A lot of sports games, I think, that are in there. But I don't know about exclusive-wise. I haven't really looked at it much lately. But it's just one of those services that isn't worth it. What we've seen with the backwards compatibility and what's coming out of with Xbox is that the way that they're able to take the code, be able to push the visuals to what they were really meant to be seen at, because people fail to understand is that what we see in games aren't always the resolution that the
developers wanted.
The developers are pushing it at. Remember, it's at a higher resolution. They just tone it down for the hardware. Now we're actually getting to see a lot of those games at the resolution and the graphical colors and everything that the devs wanted back then. We see that with Knights of the Old Republic. We saw that with Jade Empire and a lot of the older OG Xbox games, especially Ninja Gaiden. And we're continuing to see that partnership with Microsoft and these other third-party publishers and stuff like that to really push and make use out of that. Because with what we've seen with Final Fantasy 13, they were able to get the original code and the original assets to upgrade the visuals and be able to really enhance the cutscenes. This is a publisher releasing the full code and assets of their game to them to completely retouch up. You don't see that coming from a third party that doesn't believe in the service that the company is offering.
And a Japanese company at that, bro.
Japanese company at that. We're seeing Square Enix has slowly been kind of getting closer with Microsoft and what they're doing. After the announcement of all the Final Fantasy games that are being released, that was a big thing because we're getting 10, 10, 2, we're getting 12, we're getting 7, we're getting 9, as well as now the whole 13 trilogy. That is great news. Now the only thing that they really need to do is if Sony would stop holding them back and let them be able to open up crossplay, instead of the beta that they're doing with Fortnite, we'd be able to get 14 because the director stated he wants to do 14 on Xbox, but he wants it to be crossplay if they won't be held back. We're seeing that what Microsoft has proven time and time again is that they have dedicated teams that are innovative and understand what they're doing. They're well ahead of their time, as well as they have teams dedicated to working on these individually. They have departments. So the whole backwards compatibility team, there's all software people who are working on this, you know, everything that backwards compatibility is. I can't speak right now, but that's what they do. You don't see that coming from others. They have individual things going into each individual aspect. What they've done with it is on a whole nother level. That's not even counting what they're doing with Game Pass, which is also a badass thing that for the price that it is and what they offer is miles beyond what PSN Now can do.
Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills. Damn it! You know what? I cannot wait till I get my PC and everything up to what I got planned to doing with GRG here in the future. But I do have. Can somebody do the news report sound for me? You know what I'm saying? The breaking news. Can somebody do that for me?
11.
108.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right,
I can't do it.
All right, yeah. You know the breaking news. Come on, keep going with the news because that's the sound. Come on, guys, come on.
Hey, aren't you supposed to have a soundboard for this?
You should get the sound.
All you got is a dolphin.
I can't wait to get the sound. Anyway,
guy from Police Academy. I'm just on sound effects on deck. What y'all think?
Okay, hold on. I gotta look for it. Okay. Anyway, fuck it. I just can't do it. Anyway, Forza Horizon. Big shout out to Frank Thomas. Forza Horizon 4 just won Game of the Year for Xbox platform. Phil Spencer just tweeted. Ooh, that's
what?
That's hot.
Forza Horizon 4 won Game of the Year
for
all the games on Xbox.
So what?
I guess.
Yeah, but Frank, you gotta let us know.
Or just the Xbox.
Who did that? Because we are at the end of the show. We're going to talk about the Game Awards and the nominees and things like that. So which one was it? Was it the Golden Joystick or was it VGAs?
Well, let's take a look right now, don't we?
Yeah, let him Google it.
All right.
Actually, sir, this is where my Twitter fingers come in handy. Thank you very much.
Does anybody else want to?
I got to be the little secretary.
Yeah, I want to touch up on that. Backwards compatibility and whatnot. What they've done with that is just the Sony can't even touch it. They're not even going to try to touch it. All right, because just like the way they went up to old school games on the OG era. I remember playing Blinks the Time Sweep. I've always loved that game.
Mega. Golden Joysticks. They presented.
I knew it was Golden Joysticks.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them a little bit later, but go ahead, Kaleidoscope.
All right. But like, for example, Blinks the Time Sweep. I've always loved that game and whatnot. It was by one of the co-creators of Sonic. And may he rest in peace. Actually, he passed away years ago. But that game never ran at 30 frames per second. It was normally between 15 and 20 frames per second. Once it came to the Xbox One through backwards compatibility, that was a rock solid 30 frames, bro. All right, that I was like, I never noticed how slow the game ran. I never did. It's just the visuals was just so mind blowing then, and they still are now because those visuals still hold up. That's how far ahead of the curve the OG Xbox was, man. The OG Xbox was like the X nowadays, right? And then the Hunt of the Reckoning, that game used to run like 45 frames per second. Now that shit runs at a fucking blazing 60 frames per second, bro. All right, I just chill back and whatnot, just plug out, tune out and shit, and just blast everything that comes my way. These guys is no joke. They basically listen to the gamers. We asked for backwards compatibility. They gave it to us, right? And then they gave us the Netflix of freaking video games, man. Because PlayStation now, they got old ass games from 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
I thought PlayStation
These dudes just got games that's fucking. Yeah, and they say they don't like old ass games, right? Come on, man. That's what the fuck PlayStation now is. But fucking with Xbox Game Pass, you get games that are day and date coming out on Game Pass, brand new games. Sony's not fucking with that, bro. They not, man. That's all I gotta say.
Let me put a little bit of mathematical numbers on the situation. There's been 1.5 billion hours of backwards compatibility played.
Now you sound like an Xbox staffer. What are you doing? You working for Xbox? What the hell is that?
Listen.
Okay.
I love old games because old games got us to play new games, right?
Right.
PlayStation now has been a failure for Sony. This is Sony words. They have taken it off every platform except PlayStation 4 because nobody was playing it on 3. That Vita idea went out the window. And it just is what it is. Streaming games does not work. You still can't play PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 3 games, download it to your system. You only can download PlayStation 4 current generation. So it's still not doing what the backwards compatibility is doing. They don't give you no enhancements. They stepped up their game on some of the old games you could stream at 1080p, but PlayStation Now Network is not a Zuri service. So it doesn't run good. So everybody switches back to 720p anyway. All 6 people that's using it. But I'm just saying what backwards compatibility did for Xbox. Backwards compatibility did.
Compatibility.
Compatibility. Compatibility.
Mr. New York.
Yo, listen. Can I not be not country? Shit.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not talking
backwards
like that.
compatibility. Excuse me, my bad.
You might need to be out here with me out here with the Red Dead. Sure.
Here's something that I keep telling people, that the PC Master Race does not mean power. The PC Master Race means. Shit. Listen to me. The PC Master Race means when you build your new current PC, everything in your back catalog will work. Everything. That's what the PC Master Race is summed up. When then people say, "Oh, the PC Master Race, everybody got 1080 Ti's times 12, and everybody running SLO." No, they take all their content and games with them from PC to PC to PC.
Wait,
and this is what Microsoft. Huh?
You mean SLI? You said SLO.
I said SLI. Stop it, Hobbit.
You said SLI. I heard SLI.
He said SLO. No, he said SLO.
Delilah HD said he sounds like HD with those facts. Okay. Delilah, I know because she's sending you that information through.
Whatever.
You know what? Delilah, we got you. Good looking out. Good looking out. You know what I'm saying? That's what our mans.
That's just what it means. So backwards compatibility on a console to this level. Remember, we got 360. Everybody was excited. But when they dropped that OG Xbox with those upgrades, people just went crazy. 1.5 billion hours of backwards compatibility. And one more shot. Sony says nobody wants to play old games, but they are quick to remaster some old shit and sell it to you for $40.
And yet there's a whole bunch of old ass shit on
just
fucking PlayStation now. So what are you talking about?
I'm just saying, and mind you, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just saying.
No. You just stating facts.
I mean, you just saying the truth.
They just want to sell it to you.
Play old games, but they want to remaster some shit and slap $40 on it. I'm just saying. Because I sure didn't ask for The Last Guardian. I didn't ask for that.
Didn't follow.
You know, a remake
I'm
not
done.
considered an old game though. When they remaster it, remake it, it's considered a whole new, brand new game.
Not when it's the same exact level and the
Oh
same
man,
shit. You
come
played when you
on!
played
If
it
they
on
ain't do
PS2.
nothing to the game, bro.
It's basically the modern take on the foundation of the old game in most
Hey,
cases.
become a new game.
Graphically,
Yeah.
not story based, not new moves.
Sometimes it's just a coat of paint, bro.
Facelift. It's a facelift. It's
Yep,
like going
exactly. Thank you.
It's like-
That's exactly
it's like
what it is,
going
man.
through
It's like going through plastic surgery,
plastic
but for
surgery.
forgiving video games.
Right.
Right.
Maybe the only anomaly is probably dressing.
They just go. All they're doing is
Right.
getting a little Botox put in. Know what I'm saying? You
think
know, they tucking
Spyro-
up their cheeks and
think
everything.
Spyro a
Know what
new
I'm saying?
game? It's
They
the exact same
pulling up
accent.
their ass. Know what I'm saying? They're making it look
They
good.
made the game look better. You think Crash Bandicoot is different? You think Crackdown Enhanced is a different game on the X? Nope.
Okay,
Got
well,
better graphics. Same game, better graphics. That's all it is. Facelift.
Mhm. Same thing for that glorified remaster they threw out. Sony threw out. What was it, Shadow of the Colossus? Same game.
Oh,
It's
you mean
just-
that game that
it-
sold mad millions? Oh, I didn't. See it. Sorry. I'm
Yo,
done.
did that even crack $1 million?
I'm done. I'm done. If it did,
Right.
80 million consoles sold. That still ain't a good look.
I'm saying, did it even crack $1 million? Because nobody was talking about that game after it launched.
What game?
What
The,
about
the day after it launched, nobody was talking about it.
What game?
Shadow of the Colossus.
What? What's that?
I think it sold 1 million. It did sell 1 million, but then you don't hear anything else about it. I mean, matter of
Red
fact,
Dead.
for it to be one of the best remasters, it's not even in a nomination of anything, which is pretty odd. I mean, it's not even in the PlayStation's list.
I got another
That's
fun
pretty
fact,
crazy.
K-Mega. I got another fun fact.
Okay, but one more, then we got to get to the.
Then I'm
we gotta
done.
get to-
Yeah.
we got to get to the
Red
big one.
Dead Redemption on backwards compatibility, sales went up 6,000%, outsold
Oh, yeah.
current generation games. Not because it had the Xbox One enhancements, because it was backwards compatible. That's how
Yep.
important that shit is.
Right. Oh, and look, and
Facts.
think about all the cards. Look,
Oh.
COD was like, whoa. At first,
Yeah,
they
the
were-
enhancements came later. So you're right
were
on point, 108.
so playing on bringing any of
That's
those
right.
cards all over, and then they
1,000%.
gave one of them, and then next thing you're like, whoa, and then they just, you know what I'm saying, that shit was in like the top 5. You know what I'm saying? When they
Yeah,
started
because
bringing
that's
out
when Activision
Green
find out that they still
yeah.
making money. They're like, what?
Right.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Mhm.
You know,
Come on.
Activision's about
Then
that
it was
money.
an onslaught of Call of Duty back catalog.
I know, right? Almost every month, man, they was dropping a new one. Bow, bow, bow.
Hey,
What the hell?
Think about this too. The Xbox has every Assassin's Creed game to date all
Yup.
on one console.
Facts.
Dude, they got the entire Fallout franchise.
Facts. And now we got Final Fantasy. Facts.
Well, no, we don't have.
We don't got 8. We don't got 8.
We don't need 8. We got the one that matters.
Look, the only one I care about is
That's
6
great.
because 6 is better than 7. Just
I ain't
saying.
gonna lie, 13 looks really good, man. I'm looking at some gameplay. This shit is crispy.
Live Wires alive?
Oh.
The best.
Sabbatical. God dang.
All right, Mega, let's pull up Delilah. Let's go. Next subject.
All right, okay, let's get on to the next subject. Let's get on to the big one. We'll talk about the Xbox. So we'll talk about the Xbox One X or the One S diskless drive right after this. But I want to make sure everybody gets their take on this one because right now, here we go. Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Hey, PlayStation looking like Eddie Kane in this motherfucker. Hey,
Oh,
man,
no.
I'm telling you. Here we go. Here we go. So, all right. There was somebody that made that said this to me in the DMs, and this was perfectly perfect. Now, this is how we're going to start this off, right? They said the Xbox fan base has been holding Microsoft accountable. And if the PlayStation fan base did the same thing and stood up, then maybe PlayStation would finally listen to them. Now, with all this being said and all this going on, we got this shocking news that PlayStation is not coming to E3 2019.
Oh,
And you know, we have a lot of the naysayers out there. We had people like Greg Miller. We had all different types of PlayStation fanboys go out on a limb and just say, "Look, it's great, it's innovative, it's smart, it's daring."
Can we name drop in here or no?
That's the damage.
I mean, if you
I mean, he already said Greg Miller, so I mean,
but but if you want to, but also be respectful. You know, we ain't gonna try to be grimy in here. But the other point I just want to just say is this: I will get to everybody, so everybody can get a taste of this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can put Sony. Sony's tied down right now. We just gonna go ahead and slap the shit out of them.
Thanks,
so this is the thing right here. But I just got to get my point across real quick. And so the one thing about this is that's really surprising to me with all these people that's damage controlling this. Weren't they the same people that was coming out and saying, "Oh, Xbox fans are saying wait for E3"? Weren't they just a couple of months ago talking about Xbox floor space on you know what I'm saying, at E3? Weren't they the same people that said that Xbox doesn't produce anything, and you know what I'm saying, and we have to wait until they do something? You know what I'm saying? And now you come to find out the PlayStation is just kind of tucked their tail and ran off. And if anybody out there that has anything to say about like this isn't this, you know what I'm saying, nah, y'all overreacted to this, why don't you go look at PlayStation stocks? Why don't you go check out Sony stocks right now? Once the investors seen that shit dropped like a rock. Go check it out. These are facts. Where's the number hounds now? Where are you at? Why are we not seeing these numbers? Why are y'all talking about Sunset Overdrive instead of talking about y'all's own shit?
Bro, why are you talking about Microsoft at this point in time?
Yeah, why are you talking about Microsoft right now? So instead of me doing my rant and rave, let me go on to you.
Megan, can I bring it? Can I share my screen? No, I was saying, can I share my screen so I can show them stock?
Yeah. Show the stock.
I will show that
show
stock.
the screen.
I will show that screen.
You gonna make people see the facts.
Show the facts.
Show it.
We don't lie here at GRG. They called us liars. Go ahead, show this. Show it.
Come on.
Pull it up.
Yeah,
pull it up.
I'm
pulling it up right now. Give me a second.
The meteors be lying.
When you pulling this up, we got to go to our guest. You know what I'm saying? And OP, let us know what you feel about this. Was this a mistake by Sony, or was this a smooth criminal plot for everything to be to where everybody knows the PlayStation is going to dominate? What do you think?
Well, here.
OP, you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I blocked out for a second. I was looking at something, but real quick. So I was on Twitter pretty much all day, unfortunately. But the main thing I saw was apparently if you have games in 2018 nominated for Game Awards and you have game shares for games with no release, they come and who knows when, that makes it okay for this shit. That's pretty much what I got all day from Twitter. But going to the real point, bro, how in the hell is it that? Like, let's look at this from a deeper perspective. Sony, for PSX, they said, we're not going to go do a show because we have no games to show. And people said, okay, that's cool. Come in 2019, we have a game show, we'll show their games. Now we're at a point that they're dipping out E3. So what's it look like? Because everybody's going, because for months, people are saying they're going to drop PS5 in 2019. Sony already backed out saying we're going to have games to show for PSX. They're backing on E3. So what does that mean for their games coming out? And get pushed back for from PS5?
Megan, switch to my screen real quick. I'm gonna show these people that stock. Look at this. Look at this right here. This is where they were at right after the announcement. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's sharp. I wonder how quickly that fell.
And it still hasn't recovered.
Nope. It probably right about 30%, maybe 40%. But that's a drop.
It's about half of what it used to be at that point.
Oh, and it keeps dipping heavily too. It's like not going.
Yeah, it keeps stuttering and whatnot. It's like, will it go up? No. Chill, we're not sure yet.
They're just like, do we want to put money back into it? Oh, no.
See that there so they can see this, so they can understand about what's going on. So keep going. Operation.
Oh yeah, but basically the mental gymnastics pulled today was astonishing. Like this shit rivals Olympic athletes at this point, bro. Because now we're at a point now. They're saying if you have games that you can reminisce over in 2018 and Game Awards, then it's okay to skip out an E3. But for years, people have made such a big deal about E3 year after year. PlayStation won E3. The Microsoft wasn't even present. Why are you even still in the gaming business? For the point that they even dipped out of it, and now it's like it doesn't matter anymore. Like the hypocrisy at this point is just it's unbelievable. Like I don't understand why people believe the shit that they're pushing on Twitter, bro. Like it's just sad, man. Like people like the actual community. People say they're like the biggest frauds in the gaming community. Or their status. People are literally contradicting themselves, saving faces just to promote Sony on this part. To say it's okay. Like
when haven't they? Sony could do no wrong.
Exactly. At this point, they can literally do no wrong. Greg Miller, pretty much the head nonprofit worker for Sony, came out and said, bro, this shit is genius. Now all attention's on Microsoft. Bro, what the hell? They backed out E3, and the first thing you think about is Microsoft turning out. Are y'all like, y'all, they were so quick, bro, to push off on the Microsoft, bro. It's like astonishing. But let me stop. Y'all can have it, this topic. It's just, this shit is sad. It's just beyond sad at this point.
It's funny to me.
And also, the information,
it's hilarious.
It just came in and says that's where it closed at the top and where it opened the next morning at the bottom. It opened because the investors got that information. So again, I'm gonna go to you, Kaleidoscope. They said that there are people that said the E3 doesn't even matter. What do you think about this?
Oh no, it matters. It matters. I mean, that's one of the things that fanboys like pounding their chest about, man. Know what I'm saying? Oh, like Tarzan and shit, yo. Said we got the best E3. You know what I'm saying? You know, and everybody always is excited for fucking E3, man. Just like the GRG this year. GRG went out there and represented this year E3. That's how important E3 is to everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And all the ponies be watching the Microsoft press conference. Want to know why? Because it comes on before Sony's, all right? And those is facts. All right, like that, they know what they got to prepare themselves for, just like Sony themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always let Microsoft go first.
They want to see Sony's stock, and then they want to see Microsoft stock. So this is right here where Sony's at right now. They're down 2% and heavily low on the yen side. I can't find the translation for or the conversion to USD. But right now, Microsoft's still sitting at about $109 a share, and they're up by 0.20%.
Wow. Look at $109 a share. Damn, bloody.
Delilah and everybody eating good right now. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft doing
apparently Sony's stock dropped down 120 yen, and they're about 5,800. So that's probably about close to about $48 to $50 a share in USD.
Sony. I need to invest in some Sony.
I would not invest in Sony because you're gonna lose money.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure a lot of those people that own stock in Sony were pretty mad as shit yesterday, yo.
Right, Kalai, go back to your point you said earlier, saying that E3 is irrelevant. If E3 isn't relevant, then why in the hell are all the biggest publishers there and Sony?
Exactly. I mean, just think about what happened at this E3 that happened this year. You had developers from all over the place. Bandai Namco. I mean, some of the biggest publishers from Japanese, American, even from Europe, and they wanted to be on Microsoft stage. All right, showing their shit off on what console? On the X.
They haven't
They didn't want to show it on the Pro. They didn't want to, they didn't want to show it on the half step that came out this generation. They wanted to show it on the one that actually took a leap. Right? Just like the commercials, you know what I'm saying? Just leap. You know what I'm saying? Just jump in. All right, because that's what they basically did. And it's a trip, man. I mean, these people, they know exactly what they're doing. All right, and Sony basically paved the way for Microsoft to come in next year and fucking bring the house down. All right,
I don't think Microsoft deviated from their plans previously. There's new knowing them, because like they said numerous times, they're not competition with Sony. We already know who the competition is. So pretty much right now, they're looking at like, oh, okay, we can do whatever we want. We'll be fine. Well, not whatever we want, but we can stick to our plan. We'll pretty much be fine.
They know what they're doing. Did they not announce, a week or two ago, that they're bringing out Ninja Theory's new game next E3, next year? You'll see that next E3. And I have a feeling we're going to see Playground's games. No, I'm saying Playground Games is new open world RPG, which I'm sure is not Fable. I don't think that shit is Fable for the life of me. I think it's a brand new IP. Okay, and I'm just saying, at Sony, we knew they blew their load. All right, when they said that they was only going to showcase 4 games this E3, we was like, yo, man, I guess they blew their load years past. Know what I'm saying? People still waiting on Dreams. And how long ago did they announce that? Damn. Absolutely. All right, but still, know what I'm saying? They basically blew their load. That's why they canceled their PlayStation experience this year. All right, they're like, oh, no PlayStation experience, because what we going to do? Show you the same 4 games we showed you at E3? That's what we got.
Exactly.
All right, because what the developers that's working on those new games for the PS5, that shit's going to take about 2 to 3 years from now. So you're not going to be able to see that shit anytime soon. All right. And when they found along how the development was going with the PS5, oh, damn, we ain't going to have shit for next year either. God damn, what are we going to do?
Isn't Dream supposed to be like their version of Project Spark?
Dreams? Yeah, it's a glorified Project Spark. That's what it is, except it's going to cost you money. $60.
Well, there you go. Hey, y'all were all hating on Project Spark. Y'all want y'all to carry that same energy on Dreams. That's all I'm saying.
Except they're gonna get charged for it because Sony.
Oh yeah, you gotta pay to hate it. All right, guys. I want you to buy the game, then hate on it. Okay.
Man, hold on. I like Project Sparks.
No.
The game.
No, he's not downplaying it. He's not downplaying it. We're just going with the fact that Project Spark was free.
Project Spark was free and fun. It was great because it gave modders and people who like to be creative an outlet to do it for free and let everyone play it. But the thing is, Project Spark was still hated on. So if they're going to get their own version of Project Spark, I want to see that same energy of hate. I'm just saying they got to pay to hate it, though. We got it for free. They got to pay. So keep it up. Come on. We got to be consistent, guys. Come on. I need you to work with me. With me.
Why you talking? That's let me go. The next Mario Maker. That's what
let me go to Lawrence. Who's going to say?
Last thing. Can we as a community stop pandering these companies to show us shit too early? Like, for years, y'all complain about Crackdown 3. They're showing to us too early. You want to see more of it. They finally show us more. They've proven what they're doing with it. But after recent events with Sony, with everything that's happened to them, I think it's pretty evident showing shit too early is a double-edged sword. Yes, you get fans for the moment. Look what happened. They dipped out of PSX. They're going out E3. What the hell they're doing at this point right now? They're pretty much like backing out of. They're not backing out of the game. They're backing in the corner trying to look at their cards, see what we can do. So this is the issue with showing stuff too early. Because if you blow your load, what are you gonna do afterwards? What are we gonna do after all hype's died down? Like your fans can cap you for so long at this point.
That's true.
So is Ghost of Tsushima not coming out next year? Damn, that's fucked up.
I think it doesn't even
I'll be mad as hell, bro, if that shit don't come out next year.
Man, that's 2020 now.
Man.
But hold on, let me go to
that shit is gonna be a glorified paperweight now, bro.
Let me go to Lawrence G and get his perspective on this situation. What do you think, bro?
If they have to at this point, they're putting themselves in the position where Sony has to do something by 2020 now, because if you doing all of this stuff and everything that you're doing, all of this news, to me, you have to at this point. There's something you have to do by 2020 now, because there is no way that I'm gonna pull out of a big E3 is the biggest thing. For people to say E3 is not important, that is the dumbest shit I've heard in my life. Because honestly, if you think about it, E3, that's where everybody comes in. Even people that are not gamers know about E3. It is an electronic expo. That means everybody knows about it. That's if you are some form of electronics expert or whatever, that goes to everybody. So that's the general reach. It's like for everybody. So for people to say E3 is not important, that's fucked up. That's how I know people be on that Sony shit. But at this point, realistically speaking, you have to. Sony has no choice but to do something by 2020. That's just the way I see it. If they don't do nothing by 2020, by E3 2020, then we might as well just start writing off Sony. That stock is going to drop even further. You know what I'm saying? That shit's going to be, next is going to be Nintendo reclaiming the throne of gaming or something. I don't know. I'm just bullshitting.
Well, I'm just saying, you could be right, because Nintendo and Microsoft are the only two of the big three that's going to be there. So I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, did you want to?
And they're not in competition with each other.
They're not exactly. They're not. And matter of fact, they're working together. So
yes,
that's the part that's fucking crazy. So if they're working together, you would think that okay, you know what? Maybe it's time to put this console shit down, and let's just start working. This beef shit down and start working together, because that's what people are working at now. That's the thing now. You know what I'm saying? Every crossplay is a thing. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, we already know that Microsoft and Nintendo has been working on other, been doing some collaborations. I mean, there's supposed to be some Microsoft. I think it's supposed to be Banjo-Kazooie that's supposed to be going out there to Smash Brothers or something like that, or a certain game, and then Nintendo is going to be allowing some other type of character, or so it's supposed to be some kind of collaboration that's going on between those two. It's pretty amazing to me. It really is. It really is.
If we're gonna get Banjo, that'll be at the last Smash Direct, because I think that's the last one before.
I think they said that someone made a joke that they wanted Banjo, and then Phil Spencer said, "Yeah, let's do it." I don't know if it's going to be actually happen, but I know that there was that kind of response. It's just like, yeah, I'm up for it.
It's possible.
I want to chime in real quick about collaborations and whatnot. It was something that you posted in the DM earlier. That thing about Blade and Soul, Korean devs. Right. You know what I'm saying? And basically a whole bunch of people partnering with Microsoft in the MO space. You know what I'm saying? From what I'm hearing, the Xbox ecosystem is the best place to do MMOs. You know what I'm saying? Massively multiplayer online RPGs. So they're talking about Blade and Soul coming. All right.
We got Black
Desert. MMO. I mean, Black Desert is going to be here. And think about it. What do those two things have in common? Korean developed. Right.
And don't forget this, that we also have a MMO coming from Bandai, another Japanese company with Blast Unleashed.
Yes, Blast Unleashed, and that shit looks dope.
Yes, it does.
That's what I'm saying. It's the best place for MMOs. All right, not PlayStation, which is a trip. You know what I'm saying? Could it be that online infrastructure's not good? Could it be that they don't have something like the Azure cloud that Microsoft has? I don't know. I think it is, though. It is that, man.
The only MMO
Microsoft is making it easy for developers.
I was saying the only MMO that PS4 has that's worthwhile is Final Fantasy 14. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And the only reason it's not on the Xbox as well,
universe.
Yeah. So
because that Sony doesn't want to make it cross compatible.
Well, let me go ahead and get the rest of the panel stuff.
Yeah, my bad. I just had to chime that in there, though.
No. I mean, once we get everybody in here, and if people want to still talk about it, that's fine. But I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts on it. Livewire, what is your whole thought about this? About PlayStation not even going to be showing up at E3?
Well, I mean, obviously they have nothing to show. No games left that are new. I mean, this is how I always felt about it. I mean, the last couple of years they've been showing the same games anyway. Like they showed God of War for like three years in a row. Uncharted was like about I think most of them.
Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, was it last year repeated the year before?
Yeah, Spider-Man had been shown 3 years in a row. God of War was it 3? Yeah, God of War was 2 years.
It was 2 years. Detroit was 3 years in a row.
Detroit was 3 years.
No. Hold on, wait a minute. This is a fact. They showed Detroit on the PlayStation 3. When they showed that demo of the girl's face and there was a robot and it had the robot body, that was the car
demo. Yeah,
the car demo. That was Detroit. They were working on Detroit that long. Their development cycle of games has been between anywhere from 5 to 7 years, but then yet Microsoft cannot have games to be developed that long because they have, quote, no games. Like, I don't get that. But keep going, Live. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so look, I always thought Sony would just come out and show the same shit again. I mean, I guess I figured they would be like, all right, they're gonna show The Last of Us, a different section of the game. Ghost of Tsushima is a different section of the game.
I think they'll get ridiculed too hard if they did.
No, they wouldn't.
By whom? They would be like, oh man, Sony's just showing the greatness that I want. They'll show a Call of Duty.
Will they have another Caucasian dude dressed up as a Japanese dude playing the flute?
You know it. They're gonna have two of them. Just to, and they both want to be Caucasian. To even further upset people, be like, damn, there ain't no Asian people over here in the West Coast that can play this.
Can play flute.
Traditional Japanese instruments, like. Man, wow. I forget. They're gonna have one dude on the flute and the other guy on the I forget the name of that instrument that they
the guitar.
The strings that they played on the floor.
Banjo.
No,
I was going to say banjo, but that's not for Japan, though.
Oh my god, that's
kind of like the equivalent of
but I was
between a harp and a
Okay, stop dwelling.
Was it a guy playing a banjo though for like Uncharted?
Stay on.
Yeah, that's an Uncharted. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I figured they would just show a bunch of old games and then, throw in. Damn, what could they throw in?
Some more third party.
Nothing.
Yeah, well, Neo. They were throwing Neo gameplay.
Maybe Neo 2 ain't even.
Oh yeah, Neo 2. Yeah.
They could throw
Oh damn!
Neo
Wait a
2
minute.
gameplay.
So if they don't have an E3, will games like Neo get shown on the Xbox stage?
I mean, we don't know.
That might be. I'll tell you, a lot of multiplayer going to be there. I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox E3 damn near 2.5 hours.
Well, the one thing that I haven't heard anybody say yet, but I'll wait. Let me just wait because I want to get everybody's perspective on this about this. So, okay, Live, go ahead and finish it, then we'll go to somebody else.
Yeah. So, it's a sad situation right now. I mean, kind of, it just kind of, it sucks because even though I'm not a PlayStation owner and not a PlayStation fan, I still like to watch the show. It's cool. It's cool to watch. I mean, but for people saying that it's not a big deal, I mean, that's, it reminds me of like if you sitting out with your friend and be like, yo, what you get for Christmas, dog? I ain't get shit, dog, but it's okay. It's okay. My mom said on my birthday in July, she gonna give me more presents and shit. So I'm okay. I'm okay. What you get? Yo, I got all these games though. I be like, yo, you gonna get these games? I don't know. She said I might get some games. I don't know. But I'm real optimistic about it. Like I don't know. They looking real spooky out there, man. They looking real spooky.
All right, man. So what about you, Triple Cup Chuck? What do you think about this, man?
All right, well, I ain't gonna go to the because everybody pretty much beat them down. So I ain't gonna talk about how bad off that people should be talking about.
What you feel, bro.
Yeah, say what you want to.
So all right. So look, this is how I look at it. I always say once you hit that 80 million mark, they'd pass that threshold right there. I call it the Goldilocks zone. Because once you hit at 80 million, that's when like your best sales come in and all that stuff. Then when it's on the console at its height of its career, and actually it starts slowing down in sales. So maybe they keep pushing, do like what the Wii or the Wii U, the Wii did, and just be a phenomenon on that. So Sony looking like people that's not buying my PlayStation now. We not got no games coming out this year. So if we come to E3, we're gonna be showing y'all games that's coming out in 2022 or 2021 when the PlayStation 5 come out. But you know what I'm saying, by it being Sony, they knew that they're gonna get a little backlash right now. But by January, people gonna forget all about Sony not gonna be at E3 until it's time for E3, and then they gonna do one little announcement, little cheap announcement, and they people from Sony gonna say, "Oh, PlayStation won the E3, and they ain't had no E3 event." I mean, because they said they won last year event, and the only thing they did was put their 2016 video on replay. So if they won by playing a replay and they trying to push it to the next level, let's see if we can win without even showing up. So hey, if Sony want to do that, and if ponies don't want to complain about it, I'm gonna look at y'all and be like, I'm gonna see all these good games that's coming out for the Xbox that I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be kind of pissed off because that Ghost of Tsushima, that Suicide game, man, that game looks amazing. So I you know what I'm saying, games like that I want to see a little bit more about, and the other stuff PlayStation have, but maybe it's a financial thing because they don't have the money. You just seen they stocks in plumbing when they made that announcement. They ain't had no money from the get-go, so they probably ain't going to the E3 event because the cost of the booth. They might just try to be parking lot pimping. That's probably what they gonna try to do.
Hey, Chuck, to let you know though, that when we were at E3, that their presentation was parking lot pimping because they just had a bunch of tents outside the convention center. The little stage that they had inside just had a bunch of PSVR, but they were basically using the parking lot as it was.
So you telling me when I was hearing all this backlash talking about Microsoft got small space, I ain't never once heard talk about Sony, and Sony had TP tents.
Yes, sir. Even their merchandise booth was in a tent outside.
Bloody. Wait your turn.
I'm just letting them know what it is. I'm just speaking the truth.
Yeah, I mean,
I know. Wait your turn, bro. But go ahead. Yeah, but he's right. No, Bloody's right. But go ahead, Chuck.
Damn, that is. Matter of fact, that's enough said right there. I feel bad for the Sony fans, man. That's on y'all body. If y'all let Sony get away with this here, y'all should slap y'all. Matter of fact, if y'all ain't to slap y'allself by now, y'all need to slap y'allself. And anybody in this chat that's listening to this right now, that feel like the Sony PlayStation fans that letting Sony get away with this here, y'all need to slap that like button. I want to see a whole bunch of magic tricks to that white invisible light button turn blue.
Yes.
Bro, I'm being petty when I say this, but are you saying they couldn't afford the parking lot this year?
Parking lot pimping.
No, they couldn't afford it.
Hey, man. All right, so let me go to 108. Knuckles, you'll be last. 108. What is what's your thought about? I know I've seen your video and everything, and about got a little bit of perspective of what you thought about Sony not coming to E3, but give us the whole business, man. What do you think? Really? Facts.
That is the business about Sony right now.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. They didn't
show up, so he ain't show up for the.
So I guess not. He had to go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? He got that weak bladder. You know what I'm saying? Need that Geritol. So anyway, all right, Knuckles, you got the floor. Go ahead and hit him.
All right. So what it is that with them not showing up, and I want to give a shout out to my girl Moxie from G4G because she went back and pulled up old transcripts from interviews with Sean Layden himself, who said that one of the reasons that they're not doing PSX is that they don't want to set expectations too high when they don't have anything to show. And now that they're pulling out
before you get started, Bloody, I want to double down on that as well. Big shout out to Moxie and Avers. They were 100% right. G4G in the house. I remember when I watched that episode that they had on G4G Media talking about that Sony could be in some trouble about the delays about the PlayStation and things of that nature. And then I even made them, well, I didn't make them. I asked them if they wanted to come on to GRG Uncut. They came on and they doubled down on their stance. And you know what? And I'm saying, look, and they're highly intelligent. They knew what they're talking about. And I let them have the platform so they could just go out and they say it. People ripped them up and down. Like the hate was so severe. Now look at the crow that all you people got to eat. I bet none of y'all bastards will go out there and apologize to them for them being right. Go ahead.
Yep. And you know what? I'm gonna even pull up the pictures here of what Moxie actually went down and pulled up the old transcripts from that interview, so that way people can know this ain't no BS. She knows what she's talking about. Because the woman works in the industry, like she's a businesswoman for a reason. So people who don't want to believe her, you better start paying attention now. But the thing is, they have come out and said they will not show anything or do anything if they do not have the things to back it up. So right here, Sean Layden in September said this. Literally 2 months ago, people, he said this, that they wouldn't be hosting the PlayStation experience because of a lack of games to show. Right there, underlined for all of you guys. And right now they said that they got Spider-Man out. They're looking at Dreams and Days Gone in 2019. But they don't want to set expectations high and then not deliver on it because they got nothing to deliver next year. Nothing.
Besides
them,
you mean like the first 3 years of Sony?
So wait a minute. So Days Gone is not coming out next year either?
No, Days Gone is coming out.
Days Gone is coming out, and I think they pushed it back to, what was it, May? April. Okay, I knew it got pushed out of from February. Remember, people, that got delayed, but that was also hailed as being a great thing that it got pushed back. But I will say it was a smart move because it did push out of a crowded window, so that was a smart move. I won't deny that fact. But that, moving a week back for some games from Xbox, it got trashed because they're like, oh, it's got pushed back a week. That's horrible. Y'all got pushed back 2 months and it's okay. Like, again, same energy, guys. I need consistency here. I really need consistency.
I mean, Sony has basically told these people twice on both occasions. One time is saying that things are going to be a little sparse. And then they saying it this way.
That's right too. She said that during their investor call that they said they are going to be down 30% on sales and not to expect much because the hardware and everything else is going to be slowing down. They said, "Hey guys, we're done right now. Everything's just going to be coasting."
So also another person that's 100% right, and I see Christopher. I see Christopher up in here. He is on point, right? He's like y'all lying. Anyway, whatever he's saying.
Losing his mind.
Big cap. Right, but anyway, but another person on this panel that needs to get a lot of praise is our boy Triple Cup Chuck. what is one of the biggest things that my boy Triple Cup has been saying from the very beginning? He's been talking about that 80 million mark. Once that 80 million mark hits, then all things slow down.
Yep.
Is that not what my boy Chuck said?
That's
Facts.
what he's been saying.
That's the facts.
And so therefore, so Chuck has been 100% right. Moxie and Avis has been 100% right. And why is it that people just keep on trying to knock what people when people are just talking about just things that's about common sense instead of thinking logically, always thinking about the other bullshit. But anyway, 108 Dragons, I'm glad that you're back. You send us home on this issue. Well, no, I will send us home because I do want to say a couple of things as extra, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, go ahead, 108. What is your thoughts about this, man?
Okay, first I'm gonna address this. Okay, coming from a different perspective. This is not good for the industry. We look forward every year for competition. We look forward every year at E3. These three companies battle it out, showing their best, bringing their advertisements, putting themselves on the front lines, showing us how they're supposed to be impressing us with the games that they want us to purchase. Sony at E3 is not a good thing. I'm sorry. I didn't look forward to this. It's a very disappointing situation. I've been in all these forums watching what people saying. You got people out there, I'm not going to E3 because Sony's not there. You are ruining the world's biggest electronic gaming platform on the planet by not showing up. How many times have people ridiculed Nintendo for Nintendo Directs? Their own
as a matter of fact, that's in their 24-year history.
Facts. How many times at CES, Apple won't show up, and people like, are you stupid? This is the biggest show on the planet, and it's in Vegas, and y'all just hold your own little Apple Direct. This is not a good situation. My first time at E3 last year, Sony presence was amazing. They had a store outside, they had tents, they had big ass Spider-Man billboards on buildings. Across the street from the Staples Center, they had the PlayStation sneaker advertisement in LEDs.
That thing was fire.
It was crazy.
That was Marvel.
So now to see them not there, what you trying to just? I said a few years ago, they shot their load in 2016, showing the God Awards, the Spider-Mans, the Days Gone, all them games is out except Last of Us, which is nowhere near complete, and Days Gone. So now people came on my channel and said, you're bugging, shot they load. I said, dude, for 3 E3s, we've been watching the same 5 or 6 games. We're about to go through a drought for PlayStation. And it was like the drought we had the first 3 years where they had no exclusives.
When they was sparse.
Yeah. And then everybody was like, but y'all got Halo, Gears, and Forza. But we have the titles that make that cog in our engine run. Where we had nothing as a PlayStation fan. This
Lemon,
is
Except remasters.
Lemon, are you saying Sony's going through 2 droughts in 1 generation? Are you saying that?
Facts. No, that's a fact.
All right.
Now, what's crazy, okay, we don't know what Last of Us is doing. Days Gone is April. Okay, we get one. We get a hitter in there. But y'all sold over 85 million consoles. What, you forgot how many people out there that need a game? Everybody not buying Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just do that. And to back out of the world's biggest platform for entertainment, for gaming, you're supposed to be this generation's leader. Where you leading? Some people gonna go out here and say, people that like that crumb side and use it as fuel. Yeah. But when you a universal gamer, motherfucker, I don't give 2 shits about y'all war. I want all my companies to succeed and bring me titles because I have everything. Everything. This is not something to be like, oh my God, yeah, now look, swallow that pill, blue or the red, Neo. No, I want to take the gray pill and stay in the middle because I'm a gamer. This shit is crazy. It's disrespectful. And people look at Sony selling all these systems, right? y'all do know Sony as a company is financially fucked right now. So if PlayStation's making all this money, they gotta spread that love. That money just don't go back to the gaming division. Unlike Microsoft, unlike Apple,
that makes a lot of fucking sense.
This was crazy. People forget that. I hate dropping these bombs on your ass.
That's true. Facts.
Dropping that shit with
We need
that
to
108.
pass that plate. We need to pass that plate.
Imagine the cost of server, man.
I'm not hitting it on the nose though, man.
I'm just saying, a lot of people I see they bragging on Twitter. Yeah, now what? I'm like, yeah. You play Gears, Halo, and Forza, and you think that shit cool? I don't think that shit cool. I got a PlayStation. I got a Pro. Day one.
Right.
It's not a good look.
No, keep going. Keep going.
It's just not a good look for the industry, my man. For everybody out there. This is not no hate. This is not no fuel for fire for your wall. This is not good for the industry.
That's a good point.
And Sony, yo, listen, say we won't be there in the biggest platform ever, but we still gonna have our space because people harped on Microsoft for not having as much floor space as Nintendo and Sony. You know why? You dummies? Because they got a whole building to themselves, right next to E3, literally like 100 yards. They got their own building. They don't have to
even 100 yards.
Right, not even. They don't have to rent all the floor space like Sony and them.
Yards.
Hey, now they can double dip. They do
double dip.
They have the theater, and then now they're gonna have some floor space.
Because if you look at the Game Awards, that shit is in the Microsoft building, which is in between, which is next to the Staples Center, which is next to the LA Convention Center. They all on the same block, walking distance.
Right.
So when y'all dudes get out there for more fuel for fire, and you talk about Microsoft ain't they don't have to do shit. They got more money than Sony, and they got a whole building to themselves. Facts.
Yeah,
this is not good for the business.
No, okay. I was going to say, I thought you was at the climax. If not, I was going to say I was going to shut up again and let you finish.
No, the Sony had a climax. They lasted 2 minutes. It's over.
Oh no.
Anyway,
no.
Right,
that was not HD speaking, because at that point she would have said nope, no more.
Stop it. She was like, okay, it's time to close the show. But anyway, wait, check this out. Let me finish on this aspect, and then we get to our last topic and get the hell out of here. But I just wanted to make something else. And Pred put it in here. I was waiting for somebody else to say it, but nobody else didn't. But Pred said it in the chat. Anyway, you shut up. Anyway, so the one point that nobody else didn't really point on was somebody did touch on it, but they didn't go in full detail about it. They're talking about the third party. And the one third-party game that was on my mind the most, and I was hoping somebody else threw it out there, was Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
Who is going to do Call of Duty next year? Now, hold on. I mean, I know Activision got their own floor. We seen it out there. We seen it out there we seen it out there, right? And you know what I'm saying? And look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no
kidding, nigga. Go into detail. That floor was small.
That floor was small.
That billboard was huge, but that floor was small. But lines was long everywhere else. Hell, Fallout 76 didn't even have a playable game, and the line was long as hell. But when you see Destiny, anybody could have went up there and just walked up and started playing Destiny 2, bro. That's how bad shit. Well, the Forsaken King, not the Forsaken King, but whatever
it was Forsaken.
Yeah, Forsaken. Anybody can walk up there and play Forsaken. That's how bad Destiny 2 was falling off, right?
The only thing that people wanted from Sony besides the PSVR is on the opposite side. They had that 2 rows of straight Spider-Man. That's where the line was at. No one cared about Destiny.
Mega Man 11 line was longer.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the point. There was lines for people to buy little pops, toys. Yeah.
Niggas was ready to fight.
Was for with Activision's games, except for Call of Duty.
Bruh, Funko beat them in a booth. Come on, man.
Yes. Bro, legit.
Hold on. Let me finish. Go. And so the point that I'm trying to matter is this: is that Activision, they'll go in their stage and they'll show off their shit. But do you really think? And I mean, it could happen. I don't know. I mean, like PlayStation could have a really good deal, sweet deal with Activision. PlayStation can have a good, sweet deal with Activision to where they can, expensive deal to where they can wait till PSX or whenever they reveal the PlayStation 5 or you know what I'm saying or anything else. But my money is on Activision wanting to show their shit on the biggest floor, on the biggest stage, so everybody can get to see it. Fact. And I'm wondering if Microsoft will get a chance to get that property. If Microsoft get that marketing rights back to that,
they don't need it though.
You know what? They don't need it, but do you understand what kind of fail that would be? It would help them tremendously because you show COD back on Xbox. That would throw everything. This whole thing has so much potential of blowing up in PlayStation's face because I think of its arrogance and that also they shot their load by showing too much shit that it could backfire on them and give Microsoft and Nintendo a leg up to have to throw everything but the kitchen sink at everybody for a whole entire year until the end of when they show PSX. You know what I'm saying? If PlayStation was smart, they would give up on. They haven't shown anything at Gamescom. I would give up on the Paris.
But this not the first show they skipped out on. Didn't they skip out on Gamescom too? Yes.
They skipped out on Gamescom the past 2, I think 3 years.
All the shows have been abysmal.
I know that. I know that. But the point I'm trying to make is this. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see this. What is it? I don't know. I don't even know if that's the real 100 or not. But anyway, whatever. Shut up, you stupid. Anyway, the point of the matter that I want to try to make is this: is that PlayStation, you got to think about the third parties, and the third parties right now. I wonder if they knew that PlayStation was going to do this, or what, or did they just get hit with the blast, just like the investors did?
I think they got hit. They got hit
with the blast
because the investors, if they knew about this, they would not have jumped. They would have not have
co-signed those contracts.
They would have not. Yeah, they wouldn't have. They wouldn't have. That's why the market went down so low. So for any PlayStation fan that's trying to damage control this shit and say that this isn't a big deal, they can show PSX, bruh, PSX, XO, Gamescom, CGS, Paris Game Show, anything fucking else ain't on the level of E3. No, you can say E3 is dying. You can say E3 is dying, but I was there for myself to see it. The world comes out there. I have never seen a place for gamers of all nationalities, colors, creeds, every fucking thing is there. It is the ultimate melting pot. And I was amazed. And those floors, and you know what I'm saying, Nintendo had the treehouse. Yes, that's true. And now I'm hearing that Nintendo might even have a conference themselves now. Nintendo represented so hard, they had 2 parts of the floor at EA. They had huge sections on the floor, while PlayStation, they did a lot of announcing, but it was very pedestrian. They acted like they didn't even want to be there. Yep. They sit there and had a fucking tent, and they had a couple of they had more VR games than they had anything else that was hot. The only thing that they had there was Spider-Man, and they had some people standing there looking like the chick from Horizon Zero Dawn, the dude from the Samurai game. And
the statue of Norman Reedus.
But I'm gonna say this:
we took a picture of that. That's just crazy to me.
I'm gonna tell you how international. And my man King Mega is a humble dude. He don't like bragging. My man was interviewed on a channel overseas, and dude barely speak English. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the French guy.
I was like,
they were Swedish.
That one.
Everybody's at E3. All nationalities, all countries. It's crazy. For them to drop out of this, it's a slap in the face to the people who support them with the indies. For anybody that go on their stage and talk about, well, we're doing this and special content, where y'all going to be next year? If Sony don't show up, what are they going to do?
We'll be in parking lot.
Damn thing. That's what they're doing.
No, they're gonna be. They're gonna be on 108 Dragons TV because I'm getting all those disappointing faces.
No. Shout out. You know what we're gonna be at? You know where they're gonna be at? Shout out to my boys from the IOP over there, Love to the Lords, because the Sony fans are gonna be disappointed because they're gonna be in their ass in the bushes.
Well, I mean, there is no if Sony ain't gonna have a presence, so this means everybody else has got to step up even more. They didn't have a really big presence out there either. No, I know. And you know
Microsoft show gonna be 3 hours long.
Well, bro,
lock it in right now.
Mark it down right now. FanFest is going to be bigger than what it was last year. You know what I'm saying?
And Microsoft this time we get in.
Well, yeah, hell yeah. Hopefully we get in. Shout out to Microsoft. Please set me up to get out there like that.
Not you, us.
Us. Yeah, us.
I was just thinking about myself.
You get in.
I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry.
Passing badges.
Yeah. I will give a good word to you guys. I swear to God. Phil, these are some good people. Let them come in with me.
At least take video and show us, unlike the ladies last time.
Ooh. Yeah, well, I know. Oh, don't do them like that.
No, they deserved it.
Hey, you know what?
PlayStation VR.
Infamous came in there bragging. She was high sign on our ass. She came in there with that Xbox jacket. What y'all got? I'm like, come on, Infamous, don't do us like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn Xbox.
I got mugs. I got hats, I got draws, I got Xbox and everything. I said, oh shit, y'all doing me dirty. And
made me spend about $300 in the Xbox store to keep up. Crazy.
Delilah's even more messy because she's quiet with her shit.
Oh no, she said exclusive access. We don't get that permission.
Right. Like, I'm like,
oh, she said VIP. She said VIP fam in the chat.
She said VIP. We got to talk to Phil Spencer privately. Get the hell out of here.
I ain't talking to Phil. I'm going to call my man Aaron Greenberg and pull some strings.
Bump that. The one thing about that I can say about E3, that's one thing, like for people who has not been to E3, and people that's Megatron, all the rest of the people, the Iron Lords, Delilah,
PlayStation Bravo for him.
100, you know what I'm saying, Southbound, Tim Dog, everybody, you know what I'm saying, Downer, all these people that was there, that's been there numerous times, they say that you have to at least experience it once to understand what it's like. I didn't understand that as being a person that's always watched it on television or watched it through streams here lately. You have to, if you're a true gamer, you have to experience it. It is one of the most amazing things if you are a true gamer. If you're there for some fuck shit, then it's not for you. But if you're a true, look, like I said, the most beautiful thing that ever was, right? That I'm sitting here in a line of Sea of Thieves because I'm a big Sea of Thieves fan. Woo. And I'm sitting here talking to some PlayStation fans that's standing in the same line ready to get a Sea of Thieves tattoo talking about Kojima's game. And there was no tripping. There was no ignorant shit. We were talking about Kojima's games, and I was talking about my favorite games for Kojima. Hey, I'm looking forward to the game. For right now, I just don't see it. But you know what I'm saying? I will get that game if that game shows me more. They're over here. They understood that. They said the same thing about some Xbox games or whatever. And we sit there and we chopped it up. That's what gamers do. That's why I say the bullshit, the fuckery, and with all this other extra shit is so much nonsense. We don't even need to be paying attention to it.
Exactly. And this is why
none of that crazy shit existed. Like, it was a whole nother world out there. Like, it was really what I always wanted it to be, a utopian of gamers that we love everything and we just want more of it.
And you know what I would say? Like, gaming is gaming no matter.
Get away from it. PlayStation wants to charge you money. Hold on. One more thing, and I'm sorry, I'll let you talk. But PlayStation wants to go and have you go to a damn movie theater, pay your hard-earned dollars to see that shit, or you watch it on a stream and don't get a chance to have the opportunity to, if you could go to E3, to watch that shit live. PlayStation was so shitty last year to everybody that they only picked a select few people to go up there. Big YouTubers and motherfucking media. And let me tell you another thing that was so sad. When we was out there trying to go, I was trying to see something on the PlayStation floor. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of PlayStation fans that were sitting on the floor watching the Kojima stuff and a couple of PlayStation lineup stuff. It was pretty epic how many people were just sitting on the floor. Like, damn, y'all couldn't even get these people chairs. But I'm not tripping about that. But we went up there. It's like, hey man, we wanted to see, we wanted to play, Call of Duty or whatever. We wanted to see what it was like playing on the PlayStation. What is your credentials? What? There's nobody here. There's only one person standing in line, and you got about 30 fucking games right there standing there. Can we not just go in and just play a demo kiosks and just get out there? Can we get on the kiosk and just play that shit? They were like, no. You ain't the person. It was very full of shit. Very full of shit.
You got Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, and these guys walking around with no security. But you got Hideo Kojima surrounded by 6, 7, 12 motherfuckers.
Hey, I wish Super G was here because me and Super G seen it. Super G went up there and said, "Hey, Kojima." He said, "Hey, Kojima, what's up, bro?" He fanned out. He turned to like a chick. Like he's like, "Kojima."
Hey, whoa. Hey, don't do my boy like that. Don't do that. I would have done the same thing though. I would have done the same thing.
Nah, but the only dude that was cool for Sony is when I walked up on Kratos and I was like, boy.
Oh yeah, the dude that did the Kratos shit was
me.
That was a big ass white boy. That big ass
I
white
was
boy
bigger than him though.
You were taller than him. He wasn't bigger than him. That was a big ass white boy. Kratos was a big motherfucker, bro. We all took pictures of Kratos. I took pictures with the Astrobot. We had such a good time just being gamers.
Gotta experience it.
Because gaming is gaming, man.
That's where my mentality was always different. But my mentality totally changed. But let me make this one last point. So we get there, and Kojima's right there, and my boy Super G is fanboying out, going up just to say, "What's up? What's up?" I'm walking right behind Super G because I just want to take a picture, together, just whatever, and say, "Hey," and just see if I could get an answer about that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look forward to it. Man, I love Zone of the Enders. Man, that's my favorite franchise.
Yes, sir. Zoe.
And you know what the hell he did?
They
you know what I'm saying? He sit there and looked at He Super G got hemmed up by some big dude, pushed back, and I sit there and he looked at me like, "You better not walk up any closer." So I grabbed Super G and he's like, "Yo, man, I just wanted to just get an autograph or something." He says he ain't taking nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? I walked up to the dude from ID Xbox and Greenberg, walked up to him and said, "What's up?" Had a conversation with him, talked to the people from Remedy, talked to the people that did Strange Brigade. They let us play that game behind stage. They let us sit there. There was so many nice people out there, man.
Dude, I mean, think about this too.
Insane. Especially the chick that let me play Battlefield 5 like 4 fucking times.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was so cool. Why did PlayStation's fucking floor have to be like dicks to everybody?
Yeah, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Tim Dog, my main man Megatron and South. They made me skip the Microsoft line so I could buy more stuff in the store.
Hey, shout out! Hey, but before we do that, man, shout out to those guys. But think about the other people that we met out there.
Hold up. I want to say one quick thing about Kojima. I know they got a lot of Kojima fans out there. But me personally, and the way he carry himself, not just from the E3 thing that you tell me from, ever since I've seen him and just his persona to me, fuck Kojima. I don't care about the whole thing with
no.
I don't like him.
Maybe somebody tried to attack him or something. I don't know.
Kojima fans.
No, I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about his arrogance upon everything.
It definitely was. It felt real different when we approached him. It was different.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is
walking around like they shouldn't have had him walking around in the public like that. Then,
well, all I can say is
so small, and these dudes are bigger than me and K Mega, and we big.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm a big.
Them dudes was huge, and I was like, you know what? I gotta go get Tim Dog and my man Megatron. We're gonna balance this out.
I don't know.
Believe it or not, maybe Tim Dog's a big dude.
It's crazy, right? We all big, but we need to balance that out because that was the only way we was gonna get an autograph. Is all 4 of us walk up on them motherfuckers.
That's right. That was the only way. There was wrestlers. Paul George was there. There were celebrities there. Like there was so many other people that was there that had high status themselves. Mm-hmm. And they were so open and free. That was it. They were so approachable. That was the thing about it that made E3 so special. So you know what? Fuck you, Sony, for sitting there. Like, no. You know what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your broke asses sit there and y'all shot y'all's load. Y'all sit there and y'all played this high side shit for the longest time. Y'all had these people going out here riding for y'all, signing for y'all, doing all this bullshit, but yet y'all sit there and y'all take away something that the fan base can sit there and generate and still love you for. And you're going to sit there and going to bank off of that by having people pay for your shit by sitting in a fucking theater, when instead having people come out there and pay, you know what I'm saying, and pay homage to your true greatness and how you dominated this generation. Fuck you, Sony. You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. Now let's get to our last topic and let's get the hell out of here. I'm sorry, guys. It just made me sick, man. It makes me sick.
No,
bro,
you're not wrong though. The fact of that it was only for media and everything that they did. And you gotta think, Microsoft did the free giveaway for 10,000 people, or what was it, 1,000 for everyone to get in free to see their conference live. And that's not even counting the 200, 300 that went to FanFest for free and got hundreds of dollars worth of stuff for free. Why does Sony fans have to pay? Why is it only big media such as IGN and GameSpot and some of them who even talked about how cramped and shit the presentation was and having to walk in those tents, that even other bigger PlayStation eccentric YouTubers couldn't even get in sometimes?
Because Microsoft don't got a Blu-ray and movie division. That's why. Somebody got to support that shit.
Hey, look, Shannon Loftus, all these people, Mikey Barr, all these people was there. There was a guy
we were drinking with Mike Ibarra.
Yeah. You guys were. I wish I was there. Hopefully next year I'll get the chance to sit there. But the thing of it is that all these people was approachable. When I got to LA and my flight was late and all that shit, and I sit there and I was in a van going to my hotel. I didn't even know it at the time. And dude told me, he says, "You going to E3?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm going to E3." He says, "Really?" He says, "Are you going to the Xbox event?" I said, "Yeah, man, I cannot wait." And he says, "Really, you an Xbox fan?" I said, "Absolutely." I said, "I'm a fan of everything." I said, "But this is my first time to E3." This man's stature, let me tell you what this was, right? Like, we sit there and then we start chopping it up and talking stuff. He says, "I hope I get to see you again." I never got a chance to see that guy, right? But this man, when they drove him up, this man got greeted by people to a hotel that was $1,000 a night, Jack. And he was as humble and as cool as you can get. Like, because the dude sit there and said, I said, "Man, this place look nice." He sit there and said, "Yeah, man, this place is all right. It's cool." He said, "You know what I'm saying?" He said, "Man, you're not staying here?" I said, "No, I'm going somewhere else." And he said, "Well, man, I hope I get to see you." And he told me his name. I forgot his name, because I didn't know who he was until he said, "Hey, man, I'll see you at the Xbox events. I'm a guy." And he showed me his badge, and I said, "Oh, snap." And I almost fanboyed out, but I said, "Oh, reserve yourself. You're the first time out here in LA, all this shit like that, right?"
Plus you're a big guy. You pass out, there's going to be a
problem. Right. I'm a big guy. He's a little white guy. I could have grabbed him and said, "Hey!" And that motherfucker would have been police, and I'd be gone. We had no E3. So the thing of it was that dude was so humble and so cool, and then the other guy that told me, he says, "Man, he says, damn, dude has bread," because he said, "Man, these hotels is $1,000 a night." I'm like, "What?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Word?" And this dude was humble as fuck. Like, so you know what? I didn't see Yoshida. I didn't see Andrew House. I didn't see any of these PlayStation dudes out there at E3. Nobody was approachable except.
We did see the PlayStation Bear though.
Yeah, we did see the PlayStation Bear. The PlayStation Bear was cool. The Astrobot was cool, and Kratos was cool. Shout out to y'all. PlayStation.
Lila's calling you out. She said you flaked on her.
How did I flake on you?
I didn't want to read that to my man. Delilah, you know, Mama D be bugging, but okay.
But it was cool hanging out with the ladies, because we gotta get them love too, because we were with them, all the ladies of GWG. We were there with Sharice, Boogie. No, but they were all out there. Calm down.
So I would sit there and say where Delilah was actually staying made us all look stupid. Look like we all was poor.
Yeah, she was staying with Donald Trump would have stayed.
Woo! Oh no.
Hey,
he said, also, hey, we didn't say this yet, but shout out to Jazzy too. We were hanging out with Jazzy Noop up in the chat, one of our supporters. All love to that man. All love to Jazzy.
Delilah clown and we talk about my flight was delayed. Both times. My flight was delayed.
First of all, you gotta respect him, man. He almost got anthraxed.
That's right.
Mega, I missed my flight going back, so I was stuck in the airport.
my flight was delayed from Phoenix to LA. And then that's why I was so late getting there, and I didn't get a chance to meet Mikey Barr and all the rest of the people at the Sphere, right? And then when I was coming from LAX, leaving from LAX and going to Vegas, and then going to Oklahoma, back home to Oklahoma, a person got pulled out the plane. This chick, she wasn't American. You know what I'm saying? People made fun of me because I said she was Yugoslavian or something, but she wasn't. She was somewhere from out there, like from Russia or some other shit out there.
Yugoslavian?
Yeah,
you didn't say that, but okay.
Well, no, I did say Yugoslavian. Somebody made fun of me and said that Yugoslavian, that don't make no sense. I said, well, I don't know. That lady had an accent. She was wearing a jean jacket, some jean pants, and they took her ass. Oh no, hell no! And that chick. The people on the plane, they took her ass off there. They took her suitcase. They opened that shit up, and there was two dudes walked to her, and they said it just like this. Real talk, no lie. On my kids, on my life, on my soul. They went to that woman and they said, "You get off this plane now, or all hell's gonna break loose. You got two options." And that woman said, and she said in her accent, deep accent, she was like, "I don't know what they did." She said, "You better get your ass off this plane." And they grabbed her and she dropped the pen. And then another lady, one of the people that was one of the people that I guess are the marshals or whatever. This chick, she ran up, grabbed the pen. Yeah, air marshal. She grabbed her pen. They started opening it up and looking at it, and they threw that shit away, put it in a bag, and they sent it off. They wiped down her seat. That bitch had some chemicals on that plane, Jack.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? I almost lost my life going to these, but I'll go back. I'm coming back again because I love it that much. Fuck what you talking about.
Hey, next time we're driving, right?
You better get a straight flight. Those combination flights, you don't know who's on your plane. Straight flight.
Hey man, I might have to go straight flight, Jack.
Straight flight.
Straight flight.
I swear to God, that shit was crazy. So anyway, let's get to our last topic. I'm going way too long on that. I went way too long on that. I'm sorry. I know we were supposed to be getting out of here, but man, let's get on out here and talk about these video game awards. What you call it? The Golden Joystick Awards. They're awarded Fortnite the ultimate winner over Red Dead 2. Now,
that's hilarious.
What is your thoughts about this?
Hey,
hashtag Save Mega.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this first. This is Lemon talking. Let me say this. First of all, that's not crazy. Red Dead came out just recently. Fortnite has been killing from last year. It makes sense. You may love Red Dead. I may love Red Dead. But let's talk about what Fortnite has brought to the table. Over 130 million people playing. So if they take a game like that, even though it's free to play, it's a game. We talk about gaming, not money generated or anything else, just gaming. Fortnite is definitely, a force to be reckoned with, and that's not a slap in Red Dead's face. It just came out. It just came out. That's all I'm saying. I'm done.
I don't know, man.
No, K Mega, you Red Dead out. I don't even want to hear what you got to say.
Hey,
you're like Red Dead dummy right now. I ain't doing that.
I'm with him on that too. But you did make a good ass point.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about. Look at the game and look what it's done. Yeah. Not that Red Dead is not phenomenal. That's not a discredit to Red Dead.
Yeah, but they had been out. It's been out for a way much longer time. So ain't no way possible. Even though Red Dead is the game of this generation, Fortnite do deserve to have to get that award because of the, like you said, a time frame.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now if it had been like a month or two, it been out, then I could see an argument. But that been out for the whole year,
and it's doing numbers.
It's a phenomenal. Yeah, it is a phenomenal.
It's a free to play game that everybody's buying all the content. Like Overwatch is $60, but people buy a lot of. They spend a lot of money in Overwatch. Same thing. So you can't. It's not a slap in Red Dead's face. Nobody should take that personally.
Right, because Red Dead just came out. Red Dead shouldn't. You can't take that from Red Dead, but by that game being
only
out,
people like K Mega beat that game that's over 100 hours long.
I beat it the other night. I beat it the other night. Did a review.
You need to take your ass back to work.
I know, right?
Crazy.
But
he said, I beat it. I said, you did what?
But K-Mega don't play no games. I beat that shit. Games, but it was epic. It was epic, man. I loved it. I find it to be crazy. I mean, I don't know. Anybody else? What do y'all think about that?
I want to know one thing. How many chapters?
It's 6 chapters and it's 2 epilogues.
Bruh, I'm in chapter 2. I have 5 days locked in this game. I ain't beating it no time soon.
Ain't working right now.
I barely got to chapter 3 last night.
Bro, I have 5 days
got nothing but time on his hands. You know, once he get time on his hands, he do a Forza marathon. You got to watch K Mega.
You got to watch me. I'm dirty with these games. I sit there and I actually play them bitches when I got time off work. Right. They sit there. My old lady be looking at me. She's like, I'll be in there. You know what I'm saying? I was in there and I was asleep and she was leaving to go to work. No. Hold on. This is funny. This is funny, bro. She was getting up and she was.
I my mic. I was talking to my daughter. My bad.
And she was getting up and she said, all right, I'm gonna go. And I said, oh, okay. She gave me a kiss bye. She was going to work or whatever and shit. And I said, you know what? I said that ranch got ginseng, got ginseng American. Got American ginseng out there in that ranch out there. And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, man, I gotta get some of that, man. I gotta mix it up. She was like, what are you talking about? I said, I don't know. We got to get rid of this vermin. I said, boy, that game had me so involved. Like, I'm tripping out. Like, I'm dreaming about Red Dead, bro. Like I beat this shit the other day. And like, I was like, I got to take a break from playing anything else because I want to go back and keep playing more of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to just go back and play Red Dead 1 again, man, because the way that they set up the Red Dead, Red Dead 2, it makes you want to grab Red Dead 1 and just go ahead and play it again. Or if you've never played it, to play it, because I know that like movies with prequels and shit like that, they set this shit right. And you know what? All I'm going to say is that, man, I got a man crush on Arthur Morgan, dude. That's a motherfucking dude. That is the man, bro.
We're ending GRG for the night.
Hey, look. Hey, no. To be fair, my favorite's Charles. That's my boy.
You like? Yeah, Charles is dope too. I like Charles, but Arthur Morgan, like that protagonist, was just so damn dope. He was hardcore. He was gangster when he had to be, but of course, you had to make the choices to be if you wanted to be, just evil, or if you wanted to be on the level. I don't know, man. That game is on another level. Just for me thinking that Fortnite beat that game is just crazy to me. And I've played all these contenders except Celeste this year for the VGAs, and there's no way in hell God of War and God of War should be a very close second because God of War is very good, but. No.
Wait, did someone fall asleep on? Is that live?
That's live.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, that's not live. Pass out. Is that Lemon?
No, that's not me. Shut the hell up.
Someone's boring.
Bro, it's classical. I think it's glad.
Oh shit!
Come on.
Oh no, it was too long.
Everybody on the panel is just reaching. Y'all just naming names. Y'all don't know who the hell it is. Shut up.
No, first off, why am I always the first name to get?
You do it all the time.
Always do it.
Huh?
You always do it.
Right.
All right. Well, fuck it. All right. I ain't got a good comeback. So, all right, fuck it then.
Bro, it's a ghost.
Anyway, so let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get y'all's thoughts on the thing right there. I wanted to go into the full nominees, but I went left. I went a little long. I apologize for that. I just wanted to give my stake on this because I thought this was just too crazy about what Sony is left.
Oh, we all went left.
So yeah, and we did all go left. And then
it's always right.
Exactly. We go so left, it goes right.
So you know what I'm saying? This is a great show, man. This is a great show, man. I love it. So anyway, all right, y'all. So let's go ahead and go to our guests, man. Let me go up straight to operations. Where can they find you at, brother?
All I'm gonna say is Sony PS4. Come for the drought, stay for the drought. Y'all have a good night, y'all.
You're not gonna tell me where to catch you?
Oh yeah, that's right. You can catch me on Smash Podcast or somewhere fumbling around on Twitter. I don't do much, y'all. I just play games, keep it to myself. But yeah, we should be doing a show tomorrow, right, Bloody? For Smash?
Yep.
Y'all can catch us all there on Saturday morning or afternoon.
Your voice sounds like a bill collector person.
I know. He said that. If he was German, he'd probably be that. He'd be that bill collector.
Oh, Strauss?
Yeah, Strauss. He'd be
I'm knocking on
Strauss.
fucking doors right there right now.
Hogan's, I need you to go collect some money.
You need, hey, bro, you owe. Oh, that was crazy. Anyway, it's gangsta. How you walk in the house? How you walk in the first? It's the very first one for me. And you walk in that house, that dude's like, I don't got nothing. I start banging his head against the stove. I'm like, you better start paying some shit.
Bro, I had that Polish. Oh, that was so sad. Like, no, please, I have nothing. I'm like, kept being shut. Where's my goddamn money?
I love it, Red Dead is cold blooded. Anyway, all right, man. Lawrence G, where can they find you at, brother?
You can find me on Twitter, 210LG, Facebook, 210LG, YouTube, Twitter, Steam, 210LG.
Why are you laughing?
I'm thinking. I'm just over here thinking because I'm like, damn, I'm everywhere. Shit.
I know, right? In the wind.
I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I don't know how that works. I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, that's where y'all can find me.
Cool. All right. You can find him getting his ass whooped in some Tekken too. Anyway, all right, let's get on Triple Cup Chuck. Where you at, bro?
Man, I'm up. Hey, on my outro, I just want to say about the Red Dead. That I really think they shot that in Baton Rouge in my area because I see too much stuff that I know.
They ain't shot that in that trash ass state. Get out of here, man. Come on,
man,
bro.
I'm telling you, it got to be, man. It has to be. I'm gonna go on a whole
that shit.
Man,
nah.
hey, look.
Most of that shit was in Oklahoma, bro. Them plains, boy. I was sitting there
trying to make his hood famous. Y'all got Lil Wayne and Baby. Stop. Damn.
Stop.
I ain't really got.
Stop. Just because your Saints is doing all right, man. Don't be sitting there.
We're young boy now, but that I mean, I seen the plantation. Matter of fact, my whole thing is I'm gonna go around and some of them landmarks I seen on Red Dead. I'm gonna go to like the plantations. I'm gonna take pictures and videos of them, and I'm gonna post them. Say, look, this is the real actual plantation that they shot in Red Dead, and I'm gonna let people do their comparison, and they'll see if that's the thing that they seen, the swamp that I seen that I know about in the ditches. And I'm telling you everything. But
good luck with that project.
Good luck with that project.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Real Nathan.
Y'all going to check it out to see it. But anyway, though, y'all can find me at Triple Cup Chuck, Vibration Podcast, Nights at the Round Table, DX, GRG, and matter of fact, subscribe. What I say do is go to this video. Y'all on this video already. You see they got the home, they got the video, and if you keep going over, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna see the community, and you're gonna see channels. Go to channels, and everybody on this panel and everybody face that you recognize, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Not just me, for everybody that you see on here. Just go down there and say, oh, I know this person. Subscribe, because every subscribe count like a vote.
That's right. That's true. That part is true. That's the only thing that you said out of that made sense. Everything else talking about Louisiana didn't mean shit. Get out of here.
I'm telling you, Red Dead is made on Louisiana.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna look it up. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, Knuckles should have been looking that stuff up right now.
No, Rhodes is Louisiana because Saint Denis is basically their version of New Orleans.
Yeah, it could be, but I ain't gonna never acknowledge it. But you know what I'm saying, in the plains.
No, it is because New Hanover is the Dakota, Montana area. I know a lot of these areas where it's supposed to represent.
Yeah, because you're Indian, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they were representing Oklahoma because I was running through that. I was like, man, that looked like home, baby.
Hey, you talking about the part where they had the tumbleweeds and shit?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, we ain't got no tumbleweed. That's that West Coast bullshit. They got tumbleweed. We ain't got tumbleweed.
He said tumbleweeds.
We got good green grass, man. Where they said the heartland. That's okay. That's Oklahoma, boy. That land fresh. That land fresh, where you see the buffalo and shit running. That's where we at. Anyway,
man, buffalo don't even fix no more. Y'all extinct.
Southwest right there.
Yeah, that's okay. See, we got buffalo everywhere out here, man. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where understand your history, young man. Where the Trail of Tears, where they came from. They ran out there from Alabama, Mississippi, and they came here to Oklahoma with the Trail of Tears. Land was rich, fresh. Well, remember, you know what I'm saying? The land run. Understand that shit, young buck. I'll teach you.
Are you bragging about
I was Comanche. I was a Comanche. I was like, I'm Southwest, so I'm Apache.
Well, let's see if y'all gonna do the Red Dead challenge. I'm going to find my areas.
Yeah, I'm Apache.
Anyway, let's go. Livewire, where can they find you at, man?
Poopity scoop.
All right.
My channel.
You can find me snoring.
Yep. Find me over there chewing on something. You know what I'm saying? Take care of young Ivanka. All right, Buster. Cool. Poopity scoop. All right. 108 Dragons, where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me at 108 Dragons TV on everything, and definitely support everybody on this podcast. Click on everybody's channel, because subscribes is very important, man. Even if you dislike our videos, dislike it. If you like it, you like it. You share it, you share it. That's what I'm talking about. 108 Dragons always preaching the facts, and I'm here for you. Facts.
Yes, go and support everybody on this show. Did I go to you operations? I don't know yet. Because
I was the first one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought because you was the guest, right? I know I went to Lawrence bum ass. So all right, Knuckles.
You can find Knuckles on Twitter.
Go find Knuckles at some kind of bar, you know what I'm saying, drunk with finger rings and nose rings. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got a show next Friday.
What's up? Yeah, we got a show.
Yes, every week.
Thursday is Thanksgiving, right?
Black Friday is that Friday.
Y'all not eating. Y'all not Thanksgiving ain't on Friday.
No,
We
Black
don't take
Friday
no
is.
breaks. Black Friday be over by the time. I don't care about Thursday. I got I've been ate already. We'll see you next Friday.
I don't know, bro.
We ain't taking no days off.
No,
we don't do that.
No,
we don't skip E3s.
Love her Black Fridays, man. I might have to be there, right there, standing up there in a Walmart somewhere, about to beat somebody's ass for trying to go around on some Target or somewhere.
Man, I'm being the street
You
getting
go
drunk.
on Black Friday at 8:30 at night and try to get a deal.
Yes, they got deals early. They have, man. Look, I remember I used to get up, man. I had to get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I remember going to Walmart. I'll never forget this. Like, it's my first time.
It is one of the longest outros ever.
We going left again.
No, I'm being quick. And I sit there and I stand there, and this chick goes and grabs something out of my basket and walks off like I didn't see that shit. And I said, whoa. I said, yo. I said, hey, you need to put that back in the basket. She acted like she ignored me, and she took that shit to her man, like you know what I'm saying, like a man was gonna defend that shit. You know, I'm a big ass dude. This nigga about, I'm sorry, I said I was just gonna say that, but this motherfucker was like, about like maybe about 5'5", right? I went up there, I said, man, your lady took this shit out of my bag. I said, there better not be no problems. I'm just getting what's mine. He said, you go ahead and get what you want, bro. If you want extra, I swear to God that happened, man. That he looked at him like he was a punk.
You know what happened? You know what happened, Kim? When you walked up, the sun disappeared. He said, I'm done.
I said, hey, bro.
Put his ass at
Yo, lady, this girl, I grabbed that shit back, man, put it back in the basket, man. She looked at him like he wasn't shit. Like, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't do us like that. I don't even know what was like that. That was
he turned into the father from next Friday. Why you gonna go bother these nice people?
Hey, said that I took some cowboy. I mean, the vodka, whatever. Fuck your name. He said I took cowboy boots. No, bro, it was some kind of picture frame. It was one of these electronic picture things, and like, you know, there was only like so many of them, and then so I grabbed like 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? Because people standing there and they just start grabbing it when they said time was ready. It was Black Friday was just weird to me. I didn't even know anything about that.
I'm not
shit.
doing no more Black Fridays.
But my old lady, she does that shit. So I'm like, all right, whatever. But you know, I'm just there for business because some people be trying to be thugs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
be trampling people. Don't fall on the floor. You be dead.
Anyway, let me check Kaleidoscope and see. Kaleidoscope, you up?
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
up,
can
man.
I finish my sign off? You interrupted me because y'all making fun of me.
Okay,
Next person.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead, Knuckles. Do what you got to do.
Man, yes, you can find me on Twitter as well as Mixer, Facebook.com, YouTube.com/Bloody Knuckles. The O's are 0s, the E's are 3. And remember, ends in a Z. We'll be having Smash whenever we do it. We're going to be trying to change things up, but always check out me, Super G, Op, and all the rest of our crew over there.
And
There.
Said I was over here arguing with this man's wife over Dream Daddy. Yep, it was on sale, bro. I had to get it, man. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation great.
Nah, if you're gonna get into a fight with anyone, it's about that That My Little Pony game, the one about riding horses. That's the one.
That's Dream Daddy. There ain't the Dream Daddy.
Oh, okay, that is. Oh,
no, that's not Dream Daddy. That's
a different game.
Yeah, that's a game with the chick with the horses. Yeah, you right.
Yeah, Pony Rancher.
Pony Rancher. That's the best game right there. Game of the generation.
Oh, Kaleidoscope. Where can they find you at, bro?
They can find me at DirectX Star on Twitter, Kaleidoscope on Xbox Live, and Kaleidoscope Mars on the PlayStation 4. And next year, you'll find me probably playing Days Gone. But after that, where won't you find me? On PlayStation 4.
Oh,
you coming back home now?
Be that greatness. Hey,
nah. Yo, we still gotta wait for Days Gone. Yo, we still gotta wait for Days Gone.
When he plays X, he ain't even gonna worry about. Man, my PlayStation have been turned on in about
since Red Dead came out.
I think since God of War, right?
No. I cut my PlayStation
Spider-Man. Because he plays Spider-Man.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't got Spider. I ain't got Spider-Man.
Well, you got
Spider-Man.
Detroit then. Detroit was the last.
No. The last time I played, because I was playing EX Layer, and I was playing
Fighting EX Layer.
Yeah, I got EX Layer, and I was playing another PlayStation game.
But not Scooter, man. Okay.
Fists of the North Star?
No, I need to get Fists of the North Star.
I ain't got that.
So hopefully that's on sale. I don't got that yet.
No, that's not on sale yet.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, buy it though, man. Support that dev.
I should support it because I do want to play Fists of the
Like
North
Dragon
Star.
Studios are the best. Just saying that's.
But when Tomb Raider came out, I ain't touched my PlayStation at all. I ain't turned it. I turned it on just to make sure that shit worked. But I ain't played shit on there since I've got Tomb Raider and everything else. And then I just got finished with Red Dead. And so now I'm finna probably just jump right back up.
I put my PlayStation on a little while ago and I passed out.
Right. I got finish my Tombs and Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
The other day, my grandson, we got him a PS4, man. And we went and I was like, God damn it. He was like, Gramps, I want you to play Fortnite with me. So I was like, Fortnite? I ain't playing, man. I done bought characters and all that on my Xbox. And then I said, oh, snap. This crossplay. I was actually playing with my grandson, full chat, full everything on my Xbox and him on PlayStation. PlayStation wake up, baby.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Anyway, well, let's got to get the hell out of here. I did not know it's 11:24 our time. I think we going 2 hours and 30 minutes past. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway,
we went an hour past.
We went an hour past. Anyway, thank you guys so much for rocking out with us. As I always say, man. Oh yeah, big. You know what I'm saying? My hearts go out to the people out there in California going through the shit that they're going through.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That my heart goes out to you guys. I hope everything is all right for the ones that's made it through. You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to you know what I'm saying, to Stan Lee. I know he's lived a good long life. You know what I'm saying? But to see one of the last innovators of watching these comic book movies come to life, I know that was a joy to him, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to
at least he got to see a lot of his movies. Not like a lot of those special creators and whatnot that, you know, once they die, then they start seeing their shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Or be put in Hall of Fames and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So big shout out to Stan Lee. Big shout out to the people out there in LA that's going through the shit that they're going through, because that's real life, and that's what's more important than anything else. So anyway, if you guys ain't playing any games, if you got to go to work, take your ass to bed. And if you ain't got to go to bed, and if you ain't going to game, then there's only one thing else left to do, and that's to do the pants off, dance off, baby.
Yeah, and I'm going to be back on Twitter, y'all. My band is lifting in 2 days.
Yo, put that picture you put up. That was a classic.
No, don't do that.
No, we ain't going there.
Nothing messy. Anyway, everybody have a good one, man. Thank you. We went way too goddamn long tonight. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do an hour and 45 minutes, and the ladies ain't here. And we just
to be fair, you also were the one who was running that conversation left.
I did. I went completely left. I think I went left more than anybody. So y'all can go ahead. Anybody say, Mega, that shit was too long. Blame K.
It wasn't.